Hello, hello, my viewers family. I want to tell una boku boku thank you. Me don't come to una again. My name na Abdul Karim Kagbo, and me na born Sierra Leonean. I born and raised na Sierra Leone. Just for me for set the record, okay? I born and raised na Salone. I came abroad in my 20s. So meaning that I be don't get what they call the African training before I come abroad. So let people not feel say why they talk so now because I not be know waiting they go on and all that stuff then they. I be there during the war na Salone. So I get a feel of it. And as I can always say, it affect me directly. So I want to tell una boku thank you for where una join. By the way, the last time we try for where I try for talk about the scan code them, the code they wanna can scan, and then unable for download the VOS app. We through that app there you will get boku boku tin them. We get we radio FM radio station na Salone where you able for the listen to and whatever announcement or but for now na music and we don't make it clear. Let us not go too political because the political situation at Salone. Let the left and give it the big boys. We were the Obaya. Okay, so we don't want for let nothing happen to we guys them. And by God's grace, we definitely go try for make sure say they operate within the law. The thing the way the IMC say in terms of law, then go abide strictly to that. Or by that. So we forget Honorable Mohamed Bangura, we go come join we and Auntie Kadi Sef get for join we tonight. For right now, I didn't have the studio, but like last week, unfortunately, it came late before I start the program, and when I know say me very prompt. So not anything negative against Auntie Kadi, but it's still they get that issue where we get last week. It hear me, but me they hear am. So it look like now a mic issue. So a mic need to come through. But in any case, I want to set the stage. So, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, we don't tell we say it will be a little bit late. So, by God's grace, I go join we. I go say in the next 15 to 20 minutes because they say for attend a program where if for dinner house by then 7, so it is set up and everything. I go take some minutes. So there I want to be patient. But while we dey wait for Honorable Mohamed Bangura, I want for encourage una because VOS not to win no more for talk. Last week or 2 days ago on Thursday, I really excited that Boku people and call. Yes, equally so, Boku people and disagree with me. And guess what? That's not practicing democracy. And VOS we want for lead by example. So it not necessarily mean say as the founder of VOS, una not for challenge me. No. And the last thing I go do, and then the self I go try my best, not for make an option at all. Like for say because somebody disagree with me, I go ban them from the page. No. If you disagree with me with respect, you share your disagreement with respect. The same way so. On I not say meaning they use insulting words them. Atuna we even though I not can agree with some of the accusations them when they levied against me, but I know members say I ever don't use strong words against people and because we all not Sierra Leoneans them and I respect una regardless of una affiliation, political affiliation, or regardless of una level of education, even though I don't know people in level of education. So I'm not go ever assume, say because the way with this person they talk, oh, you know, go better school, so I for use the opportunity there for insult them. No, that's disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. And I'm so glad that all the presenters in our VOS they abide to that simple rule they way viewers get. Say you for respect the viewers them, the callers them, And again, a two-way street. We dey expect una the callers and viewers for respect the people who they sit on here, because we all they volunteer and una self they spend una time for can watch and listen to VOS. So we respect that and we really appreciate that. We're humbled by that, because if una need to get value out of it, I don't believe so una forbid they do that. But because una they get value, I believe so una they get value out of it, una they come and we all they talk about things them where they affect Sierra Leone. So again, I go back to the barcode. We don't differentiate the colors them. So the blue one where they nami na me left we go be una with the watch, it go be now on the right. If you see me on this one na ya, so him na the blue one, and that na for the Google App Store, like the Play Store, where if you get Android, you can download them. Just go closer to the code there, and then you put your camera on. You go closer, something they pop up. When at the link, you just click on them, and they take you straight to the app for download, and you just click install. The same way so you can do for the Apple, where now this one here, as soon as they see this outside me and they so in yellow, so in color na yellow, so the yellow code, that one day now for the people that will get iPhone, so the Apple store, una can download them and una go get the same effect. The sound quality very clear. So I go encourage you now. And one thing we go try not to forget, as we always can do, now for remind una of the numbers then for call, because we're so glad that we always they encourage una for make this whole thing interactive, for like una self be part of the program, una self be part of the solution, not to just no more for criticize, but we they offer solution. Now this platform, I know say beaucoup people will not believe that, but we don't give beaucoup solution. We they like today where they see some of the impact we do not take with suggestions them or with recommendations them, or if una will the solutions them we they offer. Okay, so the phone numbers then we una can call if you did na Canada, US, or Mexico, when in North America, you can call we toll free. You know, for pay nothing. Okay, now we they responsible for that call day, and now we they pay for them. Let you see no more. We try for make them easier for like people are able. Not, let them not get excuse. Say, oh, I'm not able to call and stuff like that. No, we make them easier for now, so now go able find easy way for each week. So the toll free, if you did in North America, when in Canada, US, and Mexico, now 1-866-944-7722. So 1-866-944-7722. If you're in a UK, we na local number for you, it will be +44-20-80-89-1455. UK number na +44-20-80-89-1455. Again, we they pay for your call. When you call, you know, therefore worry if not local call for you. The amount where they pay for your local call, like how you will call any other person. Now the same way so, but because of we based in the US and Canada for right now, now them countries then we register, and we don't register in a Salone, so we they plan for register in a UK, Australia, and probably other countries them as the people that we they watch they grow. The number of people that they watch they grow. So Australia, itself not the same thing. If you're around in Sydney area, na free call for you. VOS go pay on your behalf. So now local call I should say. So the number now +61-2909-84337. The number again now +61-2909-84337. So the one way I can call one port, where this they help we for we able receive calls them all over the world. na Salone, and even the other side then where I don't call the numbers then they it easier for let una reach we. And this now the WhatsApp, the one port. So the WhatsApp number for call now 1-343-997-5828. The number again now 1-343-997-5828. And another thing where I want to make small announcement, because I be telling una say we radio station na Salone, the FM radio station, where the frequency na 91.9. So if you did Freetown particularly, because we not going to get coverage upline, even though the transmitter where we get is very strong, but we get regulation. We go say now within certain areas them, therefore get with coverage. So we, as I say, we very much respect the law na Salone, and we will keep to that. We will make sure say we adhere to the law, and we team within a Salone. We always tell them so una get for respect the law. So we intend for monitor them very closely for make sure say they not break the law. We broadcast within the confines of the law. So because of Honorable Mohamed Bangura, na MP, and waiting he get for talk, beaucoup people in a Salone go on for yeri. So for this one, we go try for broadcast immediately when Honorable Mohamed Bangura come. We go switch the broadcast na Salone from waiting that they currently play to to Honorable Mohamed Bangura in session. So for like Salone people and Freetown people in particularly go here firsthand. We not get for dilute the message we Honorable get for say, and that's make we want for transmit that. Then they are one of the few exceptions them. If anytime we get somebody now from Salone, we now a public figure, we go try for broadcast that one day live now the station na Salone. But if now we do we analysis, because we analysis them, some person go say a bias, some person go say a two, a this, una create any issue. So we go for now, no broadcast, we analysis them from the VOS online platform. So now that little verification or clarification there I want for make. So again, I want for make una know say we make the topic as exclusive interview with Honorable Mohamed Bangura. And Honorable Mohamed Bangura na Apc-Mp. And initially, when we get constituencies, them now be member of now be the representative for constituency 066, and then they na Karene district, where if you look at the region, now northwest region of Salone. So while we wait for Honorable Mohamed Bangura, one for discuss something where I go say now something where alarming where they develop right now in Salone. We be see a press release where we go talk about or go show now the press release where police then pull out and the press release say they don't arrest some senior sojaman them, and then sojamania they want for bring katakata na the country. So but I'm not gonna talk too much about that. I want for play for now a video where the Agbagba we go say now actually in position now the person way sojaman way President Bill be appoint and give him a position where now the chief of defense staff, and that's now Lieutenant General Peter K. Lavahun. Okay, so I want for Leone listen because it throws some light on that particular press release day and waiting happen, and even give we more detail. Even though some people will say enough is still not clear, but it give we more information than waiting the press release say. So again, I don't want for do any interpretation here at this point. I want to listen to a message directly. So that way they go able for sinking in, let una fully get them, and we safe let we listen. So where we go start the broadcast, like where we go do we own little take or understanding of waiting is say. I want for make sure say we all get the same way. Okay, so while we dey try for fix anti-kadi in line, I go play the video. Let we all watch. We Chief of Defense Staff, we now Lieutenant General Peter L. Lavahun, and we will come back after this address from we own Salone brother, Papa, Uncle, and whichever way related to you. All right, let we play that, and we'll come right back.
Carry money because of the damp philosophy. Also, very, very short. I know say some man who they talk say that part they carry money back. Also, carry money because of the damp philosophy. Also, what I will tell you that damp philosophy. Damn, quickly. Yes. Damn, just the meaning of damn quickly. Okay. Okay. So that means that philosophy is not permit everybody know now. So we're not in for you. I will go that way when people get money. But besides that, people will be not see money, it's money, they will come for school fee. That's all. You get for people. But anyway, our elections are done also. Elections are done. We all do very well also. And we are clean, both locally and internationally. Observers will come, how we conduct yourself very well. We are all pleased. I personally was pleased, and that's why on the 27th, after that, immediately, and they don't have me, that's a whole on standby. I did have the office and ask them, what's up? They say, you have a general forum. I send thanks to everybody, including commanders. I'm sure they'll be telling everybody also. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's the way somebody work. Of course, I can always say, you are not working for me, you are working with me. When somebody don't work with you, well, if you're not asking for that, but just say thank you. Also, and that was what we did exactly. We have to say thanks to all of you. And interestingly, also, we all listen to the state opening of Parliament yesterday. Even the commander-in-chief yesterday, they thank everybody. They thank his great sector, they appreciate everybody for the good work. Who will do election, who will maintain the peace, who will conduct itself very well. Yeah. That's the spirit I want us to maintain always. That's the spirit, ladies and gentlemen, that's the spirit. In as much as we all have individual differences, as I always say, because we are a very practical person. We all get individual differences. But when it comes to the armed forces, we look ourselves as one people. Yes, as one people. When it comes to the armed forces, because this is a national institution, so we treat it as such. Yeah, in South Africa, so man go Makini north, so man go more Kailon east. But some of you there, we will get a friend that we are from the command also. Yes, sir. So that means this is not just one small country. We all now one of the same people. But over time, we don't say we get people that way. They try for bring the vision. And most times are the politicians. And I can always say, every the president they say, more or less they make their own mistake. Always leave the politicians to do their own thing. Let's make professional. When you don't need them, you say at the point they will realize, then they will come to they will sort themselves out. Yeah? So please, ladies and gentlemen, I want us, let me talk about that damn philosophy. The last part of it, professionalism, is very key here. Let us always remain professional and remain as one body. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, the people of this country, they look not to be. For those of us who are not in this country where the war come, we need to forget what they did during the war. We need to sit back and get a reflection. How what we go through during the 11 years, any after that, what happened? Now yeah. We all know the one that said we not be going army, but they were at the fringes and they see way, then they molest soldier, then they hang back by soldier. We don't go through all that and we all have their families, don't you? So I'm not sure what we want to go backwards. Don't you? Unless otherwise, you will think so for go back, you will put your hand up, and you want to go back to the office and tell me. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure we want to go back. Let's say, we want to remember. Yeah? So please, I will urge everybody to remain professional. Stick to what you there for. You know what you do as men, women, and women. Yeah? Now, the main issue. Last weekend, a lot of arrests have been made, both civilians and some of the commission, being ranking, majors, captain, below, lieutenant. Really simple. They attempt for subvert the state. Subvert means subversion. Yeah? They attempt for subvert the state. For bringing back to the thing they told us. But because of the intelligence lead, they able for at all that is what they may do. So at the moment, a lot of arrests have been made. And now I know all day, some man will say, soon, I thought that you don't see that. So that's why deliberately I don't say this morning will come talk about that. So that everybody understand what is happening. So that you know, somebody tell you or they brainwash you, or perhaps social media, what you call the new media, everybody talk now, what people talk. But to leave for cartel, we all, what is not happening these few days. Yeah? That is not the reason why I call this meeting. So that we all know really what is happening these few days. Yeah? As I said, over the weekend, 6 officers and 5 other ranks were arrested based on intelligence lead and credible evidence compared to ones where they got against them. And most of the things that we are arrested for, those know it's an essential. So, but then also, these are like the new age, new media, the armed forces, small things that people that doing politics and put driver at T-Bank. Sit down, we not umbrella the arrest, something. No, that's not it. That is not it. It's not it at all. Not so it be. The only thing that will happen, if you left Salone, the one that way they arrest, they call you name. So for bring up, once they don't call you name, nobody to hold anybody. True. Once they don't call you name, because the investigation, also, investigation, when they investigate, then somebody say this person have been going to accept. They want to leave us. Whether you partake or not partake, but they want to ask you go come make statement also. So most of the arrest does not mean those people that arrest really at the end of the day, anything. But because they call their name, they must come first, can't tell you what is happening. How is Abila Monday? What is Abila tell you? Yeah? So they can say anything go. So many people don't say because me and another than anything. No, that's not the point. If you are a Southerner, if you are a Westerner, if you are yellow, if you are black, if they call you when they arrest you. Now, as I say, they don't arrest 6 officers. 5 other ranks. If I ABS at the back, they don't arrest 3 more like Kabbalah. Because that person will go like Kabbalah in the whole incident. So if you say you go sleep safe, the person will lodge you. If you go safe, if I go now and they go fend down, then you will can't hold me and say, they can't allow you the only force because they don't call you name. So if you want to say they don't arrest fewer people in the back, when not the people that will go hold the issue at Kabbalah, including some fewer policemen there, including some civilian there. So it's not like no, they were becoming a northerner, being a south. No, that's not the point. Don't allow them to call you by the here. It's very embarrassing to the family. Now most of the day on the road, How long you will be for you go want for the run? How long? Tell me, how long really? You left your family, everybody, you go to Sri Land, you struggle, you did that every month you get paid. At least you are having your pay. So please, I mean, I big people already because we, you know, when you work with people, they are your people. You business and provide guidance, and that's always I provide. So that's why most times, even when I'm talking to students, I beg them. I'm not supposed to be doing it because we also discipline. What I'm talking about, understand. But I'll beg you that don't involve yourself in anything. No allow, pray no, may allow me to call anybody in it, but anything can do their happen. If my business is they call, they arrest me. They arrest me. Anyone but never they call, they arrest. So please, I'm just begging that let us remain calm, yeah? Let us remain calm and do we normal work as soldiers, as men and women of the brothers and forces, more continue for work for the people of this country because we don't sign contract with them. More continue for maintain the peace always. Our business is to maintain the peace and reflect on the past history. Where we don't come up, we don't bring up for money back. Yeah? We don't bring up for money back. Please. What happened for some time ago is very similar there. Same one in John and history. It's very similar. We want to say another country. That moment they were after 1-2 weeks, we begin to have a man. Yeah, so please, I'm begging you in the name of God, stay out of politics, stay out of any divisiveness, stay out of any incitement, and above all, stay out of anything where they bring embarrassment to the Aslan. They put the Aslan to distribute, they put the country backwards, and even you a family. That's the most important thing. And
Okay, fumble them. Again, I want to say boku boku thank you to people and way don't listen. And this now something we somebody sent share with we. I believe say then take them from Sierra Network. So one for tell Sierra Network boku boku thank you for we then put this together and we share with them. I mean, they allow for share this, and I'm for say boku thank you for that. So me fumble them, I be say we honorable go be a little bit late, but I tell una say Auntie Kadi they at the studio with me, but we be try for fix some technical issues where we get last week, and it be sort of persist today as well. But fortunately, we don't fix that issue there. So let we not take too much time before we come and talk small about waiting we don't listen. Let I make Antikadi tell una do because again now the co-host of the show. As a matter of fact, I want to make and clear say me now just stranger not in show. Okay, the original person we get this show or we now the main host now Matilda J Cole. Una all familiar with them. And
Yeah,
Matilda, as you say, he gets some family issues where they try for sort out. And by God's grace, he don't give we thumbs up, say it will come very, very soon. Hopefully, we'll go see him very soon in the next few weeks. And then probably I go find a time where I go they come now for do my own little analysis. But it not go be again call the Salone issue. Okay, maybe I will find something else. I dey try for convince Madam Fadima that we make a new show where Ingo be the lead host. The last time it be talk say it go come. It will come very soon. So instead of I want Tifam. I want Tifam from the social media review people them and like I just kind of make it get your own show so it go able forget plenty time for express in your view as how he see things them. So let not talk too much. Let let introduce una to Auntie Kadi. It don't take small, but I'm glad you will come back. So Auntie Kadi, thank you so much for we come back. So dear, tell
You're welcome.
Fambule Madu and the little thing we you want to let them know.
Yeah, Fambude, on a good evening, good afternoon, yeah, and good morning. Anytime on a day. Yeah, sorry, and now I come on. I've been done in at the studio, but for some reason we really get some technical issues. The way them decide for fix them on me on side, but they not able to fix. And the last two Saturdays then. Actually, one day I've been get a function, so I'm not be able to be part of the team because I've been getting function where I'm not be able to miss. You see. Similarly, last week I've been getting function again, but I've been get for left day early for make I able log in. Then I come and log in now. Then this technical issue there, so I will dey go in. I dey all waiting in the talk when another hear me. You see, so that was the problem. So in the end, I therefore come out, make Mr. Cabo then get on with the program rather than I go disturb her. You get me? So I very much the part of Matilda in team, as Mr. Cabo say, not to me get the show the Matilda in show. You see, I can just the come and support Matilda, and then like when Matilda know this, so I support some way in all day. Then when they can they, I can be the second man to run, you see, because now ain't getting show actually, you see. So I want to let everybody know that. So I still didn't at the show, and not at any point left the show at all. Me not very much part of this show. I happy, and I get problem with anybody in this show. I just say no more make that clear now, yeah. So my absence now because I will get family function we make I'm not able be part of the show, but not for any other reason. You see. So I hope say I don't make myself clear to una, let una understand. Matilda try like kamu because so that we technical issue they on the part, at least you will get you show you day. You have me see. So now that's normal. I tell you thank you for una listening to me.
And thank you so much, Auntie
Yeah.
Kadi. And I'm so glad the way you stating this up because somebody accused VOS say because me you to see things differently one show they say in Big Brother be they watch and then tell each other say this way Auntie Kadi disagree with Mr. Cargo VOS no go ever bring him again. So it's so funny how people can get funny way how they assess things. But in any case, that's let we put them behind because we're not going to please everybody, and some people and they do not like the way we they analyze things because they in the favor of the party, and some people then like what they analyze. If the terror will analyze certain things, they feel say a day in line with the political party, then go gladly for we. So we don't used to that. But we show one video of the chief of defense staff, when Lieutenant General Peter L. Cavahun. So that video, Lavahun, I should say, K. Lavahun, that video there, now just a little bit of explanation to the press release where the police be put out. And I go try for show una that press release day because it don't take a couple of days. Una no say the news, the way how the news they go, it too quick. Not social media. So something will not happen within 1 week. We they see and say, oh my goodness, this now old news. So like for no more let we all understand whose side the message come out, the thing way the chief of defense staff be they talk about now this press release. So as una they see now on our screen, the press release where the police put. Sorry, I get the wrong press release. I go sort of ECSL release I put up. At the time, this okay, we get this now the police press release, and this press release now July the 31st. So not a long time. You know, even take 1 week itself from July the 31st. July the 31st from the calendar na ya na be Monday. So today na Saturday. So meaning that you know take 1 week it. So what did the press release say? And the press release come out from Freetown. And it said the general public is hereby informed that the security sector has been following intelligence regarding the activities of certain individuals, including senior military officers, working to undermine the peace and tranquility of the state and unleash violence on peaceful citizens of Sierra Leone. I know say they use Boku big words them. The then what then they I want break them small small. Okay. So they use tranquility, unleash, all lentin in there. I know say Boku people in back know waiting unleash, but I need for break them down. So then try for say intelligence come to them, and this intelligence it points to some individuals them, and not to just military because they say it include senior military officers them. But from this, even though they not clearly say them, but italics say civilians themselves included. So they say them people here they try for bring boss na the country. I don't know if that boss they na Cree word or Timney word or Limba or I just say here and where they grow up. So we said they use them. So they say they want bring katakata. I think katakata na the Creole word. They want bring katakata can na the country. And that thing they it will really be bad for the citizens them of Sierra Leone. So they say because of that, waiting and do this investigation where they don't see. So waiting and do Larry the other side. They say in that regard, several arrests have been made and the suspects are assisting the police with the investigations. So again, let people not misunderstand this. They say they don't arrest people them, but when I see the word where the police use, they say suspect. They don't say they commit crime, they say suspect. So then suspect then they right now they assist the police with the investigation. So the police go for the police report or press release, it continue for say preliminary investigations have revealed that these individuals planned to use purported, a big word down the back, but we can't to them, purported peaceful protests between 7th to 10th August 2023 as a guise to unleash violent attacks against state institutions and peaceful citizens. So what in this mean? It means say the first investigation, then say they arrest people them and try for let it help them for investigate. So part of that investigation, the first thing first where they don't get from them people there where they arrest, then say them people there, the plan where they get, they use the word purported. So not to something where don't concrete, but something where them feel say it go happen. So people they want for Comonado say that they protest, they will use the word peaceful. So not a violent protest or where go be riot. Peaceful protest, and they say the planned protest according to waiting the intelligence tell them, say that planned protest they go be between either between the 7th of August to the 10th. So within that time day, people they want for Comonado for peacefully protest. So, but waiting and say, according to the initial investigation, they say the initial investigation talks say then people are including the senior soldier mania. They want for use that opportunity they where people and they protest peacefully and cause havoc for attack some place them when are government institutions and do not put the institutions demo down and okay go wrong information. Okay, Leone not say, oh, they want for attack state house, they want for make cool. No, they say state institutions and peaceful citizens. So meaning the citizens them in general. So let me go back to the other side, the other paragraph. I want to read all, let we all understand. So I go bring Antikadi. It say the security sector notes with dismay, now big word back, but I go candy, that despite continued efforts to consolidate, now another big word, our hard won peace and democratic gains, there are individuals at home and abroad that continue to undertake actions meant to derail, another big word, Andy, the peace and tranquility of the country. So, la nyaka nyaka them be big words here for now. So, within this, they say the security people, them, they're not glady because they don't make boku effort. They don't work so hard for let we continue for enjoy with peace in the country and the democracy where we don't gain from Kabine term and Escoma and the first part of bio in administration. We don't get boku gain in terms of democracy. So, but then individually, they say not an individual the way they na Salone no more. They say you get people and we know they Salone where they continue for do something that what would they say derail the peace. It mean for bring like for reverse or for kind of stop the peace and the tranquility now. The one word they say safu. So the safulness of the country where we all be they enjoy the peace. So now these statements they say. So let we do the final paragraph. The final paragraph, and read and say, the security sector assures the public that the country remains peaceful and that the situation is fully under control. The public is therefore urged to remain calm and go about their normal business. We encourage members of the public to report any suspicious activities to the appropriate authorities. So they not put boku big words then but what did they say na they say let the people in a Salone particularly the ordinary people let them not afraid, let them continue with their business because the place still peaceful and the situation where them people are want bring kata it they under control. The police get them under control. Let them go about their normal business. And they also they say that they beg you were the Salone, you were the abroad. If you see any activity, somebody they do something, we go bring bos na the country or we go bring kata na the country, let you call the police or anybody where you feel say go able handle this situation. Now in them mean by appropriate authority. Again, me they add me on. Now go grip the person for feto. If that person they get grip on, it go wound you, or maybe it go do you bad. So when you suspect, I make them say if you suspicious, now than they mean. If you suspect, say, you know what, them people are they do things them where I don't feel say na good thing. Like call the police or somebody where you feel say na authority. And let it complain, let them deal with them. So now the press release that with them pull, and the chief of defense staff, now then they try for say, but in give more information, even GSF say they don't arrest more people them. Because in give numbers, and he even call the rank them, he say for major lieutenant, colonel, captain, lieutenant, and other rank them. So he even talk about say they arrest people them if I understand correct, if I hear correctly, say then get together na Kabbalah. So they arrest them and it say the investigation we then do. Some of them people there now then give their information here. So Antikadi, I don't take them for explain. So you give your own take between waiting the Lieutenant General say, we are the Chief of Defense Staff, Mr. Peter K. Lavahun, waiting he say to the soldier man them we he call versus waiting the press release say. So I go hand them over to you. Let we they talk small on them here.
Okay.
Honorable go join we because this is very important. For let we address them and let we address them with caution. Let we address them safu. All right. So let people waiting you make of this situation where you are so.
Thank you, Mr. Kabu. Well, any country we want peace for work with the enforcement agencies then. And I mean the police them and the military. You see them talk about intelligence now. Yeah. If they get intelligence say something will happen, they have every right for take action, for try for stop them. They get every right for investigate, for surveillance, the intelligence and the waiting and know for find out how true the information we then get or not. In some countries themselves, they can they after people then for some months, you don't know self say then they watch you. For some months, okay, they 1 year, 2 year, then they watch you now, but I don't know say. So I don't see anything wrong if we own enforcement agencies then, we enforcement body then, whether the police or the army, then there is something, they not try for investigation. Because if they're not doing anything come out of hands, anything get out of hands, we go blame them back. We go blame them and say it's just like similar thing when Ebola came. Was it Ebola or COVID? We blame the authorities and they say because they don't get information, waiting we don't they happen in neighboring states, them Guinea and Liberia. They're not act quickly. Come back blame them again if they're not act quickly. So they are perfectly right for investigate, and if they say they get suspects them, there is nothing wrong for letting arrest any suspect, let them bring suspects and come so that they could give them, they could go through further investigation for let them know what they look for, what they want. You see, so some people then would they say, oh, then don't come arrest some of young people then, particularly if the suspect they happen for the suspects in the opposite region, then go say, oh, now because he command of this region or now because it belongs to this tribe, you understand? But I wouldn't look at it this way, you get me? Because when information come out, then get for follow that information there, you see? And then go no. Then go ask the people then questions. Then that questions they when they ask them now that will give them lead for make them know something who side or not be they expect safe, they can go there from the information within they get. So for me, I do not see anything wrong with that at all. You see, whether na me when they talk so, me brother or me picking, you understand, or me sister there, police call say they suspect, they should go there and answer. Let them go explain. Let them go through the interrogations. Then put the questions to them. Then they go no. I think to say now a right thing that one day for do. At this stage, I'm not going to insinuate anything for say, oh, now because of this day. Some people then go find reasons. You understand? Some reasons that we know not going to make sent to some people there, but they will find something. Israeli, they'll find something to back up something, anything. You get me? So at the moment, until I hear more, you understand, I not see anything wrong for make them investigate, for make them get if anybody where they supposed for all the suspects, then get right for all the suspects. So long as they get reasonable grounds, you understand, eh? For all that person they are suspect. Then gets right for all them are suspect. We know the way say so say the very suspects, then if we can't left there now, then something can happen at the country, you see. And when I go to that letter, with the letter they say, I glad the way the letter they talk, they ask people and say, do ya, if you not see any suspicious anything, we not talk them. Because overseas, now the members of public they help them for letting country safe. Because sometimes you go sit down somebody, sit down a window, but he go watch. If you see anybody not land Canada area, they come in, they behave funny, then go call police, they go tell them. Police not go no say that you tell them, but they go no. You see. So I'm glad when they try for encourage people and say, do you allow they watch we safe? Now they call neighborhood watch. Usai media and neighborhood watch they call them. Everybody watch for a company, so just in case, because for their peace go day. But also they can't talk, but say when they can't talk, say we oversee some people then they add to the instability of we country. Yeah, that is true. Yes, that is very, very true. You get me? You see? And we're thinking cause that we were then at the diaspora. We are responsible for any instability within our country there. We say for blame. And I just want to think that people that we actually love Sierra Leone not go want for left faith for them. And I'm not blame the authorities then if they take this stance with them say, mind you, Mr. Cargo, they are planning what you call it, peaceful protest on the 7th, between the 7th to 14th or something, so that effect. But you can, we're not for surprise why the people didn't team up. Because mind you, it was last year, was it the 7th to the 10th or 10th August, we get problem in Sierra Leone. Now the same time, oh, so if we policeman and can't sit down with army man and sit down, who said them for act and not act? We not say long go kill people then. But they're on top of it now. Because and me one believe say then go use some people, they're not to everybody, but you get some people then we go want use that peaceful protest day for bringing war kind of the country, for bringing instability kind of the country, for bringing problem kind of the country. Because with the yeri audio them on social media, with the yeri audio them, and up till now, then they cost people, their mama them, then they cost people their regions them, up till now, and they are even threatening for shape the country. They're even threatening, you understand? What is all that for? You get me? You see? So if the enforcement authority, they're not anything like that, I don't think it's wrong for them to take the stance where they take. Oh yes, it was a peaceful protest in August last year, with some people then die. Innocent people then go die. Now we don't know. Some they say my police then die, some they say na innocent and civilian they die. We don't know, but other than loss. Now the family of them people then, and the one that we die now they loss. You get me? So me think to say, we have a lot for answer. And I don't know why me people then at Sierra Leone, they go up and they can protest now, yeah. They can protest now, yeah. Una not go. Let them not go, because if una go die there, una people them will suffer. Una will get picking and nobody not go look una picking them. The one day where they tell una say una go protest, they not go look una picking them. They not go look una wife them. They not go look una papa una auntie them. You get me? Eh? Una not go there. Anybody want go protest? Lord, see una see that person in picking day first in wealth. The person incest when the politician let incest day make a lead. If it not lead, una not go. How long una they go for go kill una self? Then they kill una, first una for una not eat, una not drink. We were then at the diaspora we land book. We not they die. You don't hear say any of we die in a Salone. No, we not die. But at the poor one where they Salone that where they go, we stare problems. We fish in the problem. We engineer them. You see, but nothing no they do we. The una way they yanda, we were there na ya no dey go dey. But we dey tell una alone a good one. Una left una get sense do ya a big. So far, that is what I have to say for now.
Okay,
Now
thank
that's
you very yes, thank you very much, Auntie Kadi. Again, I like for break things then down.
yeah.
So the chief of defense staff, he used the word. He says subversion. So I just want pull them out. Now from Cambridge, let una know say, oh, na Abdul Karim, na your definition that one day. So within a subversion, it said the act of trying to destroy or damage an established system or government. Okay. So
Yeah.
again, na similar thing, then put na the press release. I just want for let una understand where the chief of defense staff says subversion. Okay. So that way because I think some people then go begin think say, oh, na coup attempt, na this, na that, and I feel say they'll reach date. But before I sort of say waiting I get for say, I want for make people they know say we open the line. The phone lines they open right away. So una can call any of the numbers them we get na screen as soon as they see the number here, una call them and we will be more than happy for taking a call and let us be part of this discussion. So I'll get the first call. Let me take before I go further. VOS, okay. VOS network. Hello caller. Waiting are your name and who say they call me from, please?
Uh, Good evening. This is Tony Mustafa from Leicester.
Hello,
Uh,
brother
yes,
Mustafa. Thank you for your call and waiting are you
yes.
take on this program
Well,
tonight.
thank you again for the program. I've been listening to your program last night. I get for joining for laugh because they guys there mostly that's what they do. Even if you join them on WhatsApp, government supporters them. Anything we talk, they say you support EPC. They not look at the content of what you're saying, but they want to shut you down that way. So I like the way you take them because then
Yeah.
the only thing they don't want an opinion who different from what the government they say. But concerning this thing, I don't explain so. Me I see I'm in a different perspective. Against what Antiquary don't explain because the thing is that everybody knows say that these people then they feel like unease, some kind of unease because we every salon I know say overthrow not for being a salon. And office salon people which we don't go through. We go one go through and again. Politicians they have tried a lot, but I don't say people are not buy to that idea. Me to me, I think they're not on ease. And I may say you suspect somebody, you not trust. Not trust now not day between the soldier man them. They will look you, they will think say, oh, what do you want to do? What is it supposed to do after? But an office say if they say the people they want protest, what is unlawful? People are not for protest. And I don't understand what did them go get for link them to subversion. I mean, it's like media institutions they are all crumbling as so museum because normally you expect to demand them for be professional more than the police. So because even look when they say that protest will be happen that last year. So Japan the way they don't get any problem with the people. They just rub skin, then go back. So but I think everything is crumbling. This unease, the political issues, and all of the things. Me and office say this not something way correct or true. Say people that want protest or do something we go out instability. Not just unease. People are not get trust to each other. And I want to tell you no. Salon police they are good at lying against somebody. Then when they say can't write something or can't explain something, if they don't explain to you, don't. You go say this person actually a criminal, this was that this one do. But when they say I can't prove them, they don't even prove them. Now immediately they detain people for months or weeks, then they let them back go because we didn't know like say this person they do or want do, they never prove them. It's like that all the time. The press release they do all the Thursday or whatever they like they go sit down and talk. So I know we just see anything that I take and say, oh, this is not true. Now two sides to the story. Now basically we already get from those people with a hold, which part them play. Now so government for actually they do things them. Because you accuse somebody, you go kill. I'm gonna say they kill me people before they say you don't commit treason. Nobody don't know. Even Paulo, not to this modern state, if you don't kill him. Because as when they kill people before, they say not treason. You don't go make treason, they kill him. So this kind of
Oh,
people can't know something me want see that you take and say, oh, police them for act, they know read this. Then for proof to we gain say how they hear him, what did they hear? You know, just
okay.
if you talk anything, see.
Yeah, brother
Yeah,
Mustafa. Um,
yeah.
thank you very much. Call me back,
Yeah, I don't
and
even know see the time, no, sorry.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so
Okay, I
let
will
me
try
take,
back later.
we'll take another caller.
Thank you very much. Call me back.
Yeah, VOS Network. Caller, you there on live. What's in your name and you say the call phone, please?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. My name Abdul. Bamio Abdul Nakamara.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
and just let me clarify that. Let people not feel seminar double.
No. And I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me surname. I'm proud of me tribe. And I love every Sierra Leonean. But for the past 5 years and other things the way they go on, are they against certain things where they happen? And based on that, if I speak my opinion, people and feel say I hate Mother Bio or SLPP. Well and good for them. But I wish it be when the time when Apc-Mp in power, because me the overseas now. When we say an Mawango in for a third term, I wish people pay attention how we criticize back. But now people don't forget about that. Now when this thing they happen, when they criticize, they always they blame say diaspora, and that's with the insight. Then they forget say when the last government been there, the same thing we been do as against things them what them they do. And now the question I get, Auntie Kadi, you know my own big sister.
Yeah.
I like you open it just like me wife, they get open it when you get to you know, Auntie Kadi, you say let people no go protest. You they advise them, let them not go protest. But and again, you're right to some extent because all the protests that will not happen at that country, since this president yesterday, people they lost their lives. All the protests them, but that I don't feel say this man also go take credit of democracy at the end of internal. Lay down people with the understanding that because of the prices the way they go up, now many people want for communities and there's a peaceful protest. Now this arrest what they make, so to me, my opinion, they want for scare the people as against this protest may not take place. Now make now then they do this arrest. And even on the 7th or whatever date where people want for promote, they will continue for arrest on that day just because they know they share the same opinion there. And the result of this election as well, people are still they complain. The opposition they complain. We were then at the diaspora because of numbers and statistics and percentages. We they complain. You understand? One because we don't can practice. We don't can see something as way different. From Musa we come out, and the same democracy who they enjoy now. So now that same democracy want like they prevail now. Still, Musa we come out. We want peace for people. Although yes, they're not going to forget the social amenities where we they enjoy now due to certainty. But at least we want peace for them. If now when they're at the country, so they're not for grumble. When you grumble, they slap you. You know, for when you cry back, then they kill you all anything and day. So that make we they feel say we don't become sidelined. You understand? So if they say then they make even like the military chief, what's it the in statement, you know, say then they defend the constitution. It's like the way how they talk, it's like they defend the government of the day. And then the thing for defend the constitution of the country. So even if the president go against the constitution, like for example, then don't see videos the way soldier man them, they make live video, then they talk as against the opposition. How then they iron brush them? This chief here, so one day in Opul, when I read a press statement from them, one day I read one statement from them at all. Now, then just the rumors, and then they go and make arrest. Then they gather the soldier man, they talk, and for more than they talk that video, they pick something. The body language of some of the soldier man them, not tell well with in statements them.
All right,
sometimes you don't notice that, but me I noticed that one day. So
okay,
please, I go stop here because of time, so that I will give chance to other people. Now, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Okay, so we'll take one more call and bring Auntie Kadi before we forget the thought. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting at your name and who say the call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Waiting at your name. Who say the call from?
Yes, me Mohamed, I call from UK. Thank you very much, Mr. Kagbo. Thank you. And welcome back, Auntie Kadi. Yes, I so happy. First of all, with you all the analysis, I will follow you. You really get patient, and you really you educate a lot of people. Anyway, me for one, I will follow you, and not today. I really like the kind of personality where you get. I wish I can be like you. I would say that. You're very calm. A very calm person. I really like the way you be and your manners.
Yeah, you said most
because me, I can really look at somebody. Within a social media, people can talk, but when somebody they talk with respect, you go able to tell. But anyway, I will find a way out. Forget you personally, and I will talk to you. I will send you. I will try to get an email or get someone who will get contact. I get my family actually, they all live Canada, I live the UK. But I will forget you in the personal terms. For me, your personal well-being and development, I really like the way you do. Trust me, I like the way you do. I like the way you talk, and you're so intelligent and you come. I like somebody like you. You take things in a very, very, very simple way. Because I don't follow you for a long time. Anyway, to me point, if I go to my point, Mr. Kagbo, you don't look at all the holistic way of all this election and all what will happen. All of them tell what will happen today. So a lack of integrity, brother. All of them purported the arrest. I no feel say, na something way real. Me while they talk to you, so I get people in the army. Big one, me uncle, and then they start the war. On the war early, and then grown and made the line. They joined the military. They faced the old war. Lots of military personnel, high ranking one, they don't die, and some they survive. And now they tell you so much to say now the blood, same mother, same papa, and they did. I know. So some of you know what they happen. We go to the police force. We get people there. Now like what this me last word I say no more. Now fear. Now in this government gets. Now just a fear. And if you look at the people who they arrest. The other high-ranking military officer, they now only they go. USC, just they on the way. The week we forget tickets for the turn back, then go now. Just because they know them guys there. So now then, it's very dangerous. Salone, we didn't look at, they follow how these same people are they behave. Now a very dangerous pattern they go into so. We not go want more, we go back to how we come on. We don't want that. But what is the cause of all this? Now this Mohamed Karene, the election. But not Mohamed Karene again, including Madam Yusuf. Because he condone. We see all what's happening before this election. We see the ID card, people them complain. The ID card, the characters and not even feel the ID card. They bring out some things. Now integrity, now all of them today. If we fail for look at, like you don't analyze all of them today. Because we saw this today, now all them today, now bring them today. So all this fear will get you today, now because of what happened. So, rights for the people them. The people not for talk. Look how much of the young people in day today now the prison where they hold them. Police and the lie like what you bother say no more. If a legit them baba here, they say one kill himself. Today the IG in America. Look 9 days they suggest for 9 years. So how about that? People then go fena, they arrest them. 11 months. They almost a year they spending. 9 of them. About 11 is imagine that. So now in there, then police said they tell you the truth. I don't understand. Then just galvanize themselves. Hierarchy officers within the same corner of the country which are then come, then just they do things on their own. And this is bad. Police, the military, if for serve the people, because now the people the money they pay una. You see, anyway, with what the anti-Kadi say, I don't go alongside with them. People for protest. Then consider what this. So what would they come on a street for protest in England and America? Then big man and they pick it and do to me. No, but people they know their right. Now make they come out. We not go for say pass Samura or Madabi you pick yourself for day before protest. No. Now because they feel the pinch. But the people then get right for talk. Who's governance system in democracy? They for allow them. Rather than they suppress them till they begin to take the law into their hands because nothing can happen. So me, I encourage people for protest if they're not to violence for but they say their mind and the government for listen to them, not to crime. You see, not to crime, not for scare the people from protesting. Then the process all over. Look, Senegal, look at that country.
Waiting to happen, you make great point, but unfortunately, we get for give other people a chance because you 3 minutes.
No problem, sir. No problem. Yes, I will follow up the program. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
And as long as not for mentor anybody, are willing, we thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, please do. I can try if I should me email because it will be easy for me for communication by email and so we will get.
Yeah, just email VOS because we get email address when info@vosnetwork.com and just send email, then VOS go pick them up and then we will take them. Yeah, thank you.
I will do that, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, Auntie Kadi, we still get callers down the line, but we don't take 3 calls then because for we go able for give Auntie Kadi chance. Let himself go up more because people don't sort of 2 people and say they disagree with you. But let you throw more light on what you say. So we go pause on the call stem, let we give you chance, and then we go resume the call stem. So the first thing first, that protest, I think people then all get the point where they make. So make people understand the point because you talk say the politicians then for lead the protest or then family members, and if not, they're not for good. So make people understand that because America and all the advanced countries them, not necessarily, yes, sometimes politicians then can lead the protest, but sometimes politicians don't know they, but yet people in the protest and peacefully and they allow them. Most of the protests them, we know they say anybody die. But Salone, like how one caller saying Salone protests so far, with the say people and die. So they are clarified to people like what you mean by let them not go there, let them not go by any protest.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kagu. First of all, I believe in protest. I believe in protest because now that's the masses, the voice of the people can go out for the day. You see, so I believe in pressure groups. You see, when people then go, most of them protest and they decided it can full of pressure groups of people then that they can do it. But Mr. Kago, you mentioned one thing. You said protest na the advanced world. And protest na we don't say na 2 different protests. Because protest na then they go through all then they expect them for satisfy all the conditions then. But within the need for satisfying before they go into protest. You get me? And there is no way any group of people that want protest, then some people don't begin to say, we go kill una, we go slaughter una go do this and that and that. For they allow that protest say without they not ask further questions. They will ask further questions and they go get all the ringleaders that were they responsible for the protest, they get for come out and say, now we they organize this protest. Then get your name, you get your details, everything, and then we don't check your name against the electoral register. I don't know for the side that won't but we then we check your name at electoral register. They get other ways that when they check your name, who you not even know. Then they check everything, your background, everything about you. Especially if they don't begin to talk about kill and go slaughter this or go do this and go do that, violence or begin can they you get me. They will then go do all that thing before they get approval. And when they get approval, you don't tell them the route where you want pass. Now then they tell you whose route you for pass. Now then they tell you the route where you for pass. Then the route where you dey pass, then they go get plenty police officers in. Where they deal with una na the protest. Where they work out with una. Police and go dey all over, all over. Police and go dey amongst una self, una no self say na policeman them. Because they were close just like una. They could call them CID. You see, then go dey amongst una. Then you get the one they wear uniform. Then they against una. So in case of anything, una where them we don't sign say now we get the protest, now we they organize and everything. Now all in the clam. Now una go call the other people then away they not sabi. And if people then go die, now una we organize and now then they own. Do we have that sort of thing as Salone? I don't think so. I don't think so we get an Salone. So that make I want let people then understand say where I say let people they not come out, let politicians then go there first. Because if they not don't do all them scrutiny they not don't scrutinize all them people then they. You get me? Eh? People just come on almost say we they go protest, you see. Especially with people they know they die. And Boku protest them in Africa, people then they die. How many times have you heard that people die in a protest and then consider old day? You hardly hear a person die. No, you hardly. But we only always person they die. Me no go once for let any of me brother or my sister then go join them kind of protest and day. Well, if they die tomorrow, nobody know the way go look after the family, we go help or do anything at them. So it is on that basis, and the politicians then, when then they under, they push people then for letting go to this protest. One thing you see, politicians, you see, we have to speak the truth. They're not going to let we for that, you understand? But I've always said, me, I'm not perfect. I they make mistakes in life, but I they do waiting, be conscious, timing for the way pleasing to the one person where we all they worship, or the way they worship her in different way, different modes. Some they worship her, the Christian, the Muslim, Hindu, but not the same person where they worship. We they do them how we want. You get me? Eh? You see, so now that's not the point where they say. I'm not there against protest, you get me? But anybody will want for go protest. The leaders, they let them go to a police station, then go give their name, then give every details about them. Who said they there? Every personal details about them. Therefore, they did. That's the day now, they go protect innocent civilians, and now where they go protest. Because if anything happen, they get older than the whole. But if people then just in a diaspora, would they say, una go protest the 14th or the this and that, you understand? Eh? And some man, where they go organize, you see somebody go name, and then Kinton Bridge, and then Service Square. Not only here name the Nande, then they organize, then kind of protest the. Would that thing go all if anything happen? If people then go that would that happen? That is the reason they make us say, let nobody people they not go and go kill them because once people then they die. Now buff, nothing they come up behind them. For long as see una body say for go drive on a loved ones and I know they get them. Now that's what I want. Now that reason they close to the protest are they against to now because you know well organized. If you well organized, fine. You get me. Then I want. And then the next thing I want to talk about is see where then talk say but this oh yeah I'm not being get pet. Mr. Kabu, you remember anything else when they talk about?
Well,
You
that's
like that?
that's fine. Then talk about several things then, but that protest you don't handle them very well. So, but let me
Yeah.
just sort of pause on that because we say we will maintain that part of the program until we get we honorable Mohamed Bangura for join we.
Yeah.
And now, thankfully, it don't join we, and we will go right away and make it tell Fambulem Adu before we start the program proper. So, honorable, by the way, me and you two, now the first time this for like are able see you, even though not in person, but I go say live outside of Parliament. And I believe say me, you know, one day meet anywhere. So I just want for set that record straight. You mic muted, sir. So please try for unmute your mic. So we go before get you loud and clear.
Good evening, everybody. They get me now?
Yes, loud and clear. And
Right.
yes,
I am very sorry for coming late today due to meetings upon meetings we'll get.
okay.
But I'm glad for the tonight.
Wonderful. And honorable, I want to let you know, say, Yana clear with a talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want for make boku people able get clear waiting with they say,
Yes.
and particularly you. And by the way, I just want for make you know, say, because we will be they set the stage, we not be you not be there. So we get FM station as Salone, and that FM station they na 91.8. For now, we don't tell them clearly, say let them stay away from politics because the political situation of the country very toxic. Let them left that political discussion, give it the big guy there. So then with this Salone, let them not do that. So, but because of you now, MP for APC, and you currently in a parliament, and we not able forget to don't invite few them or don't invite some APC people but not hear from the eight. But Honorable Abdul Kagbo Ebide now one of who shows them I think 2 weeks ago, and people boku people join in, and boku people appreciate what he say. It give we the perspective and the position where they stand. So I just want for let you know no more say Salone people and go still directly through we FM station go to hear what you they say, because we instruct them immediately when you come on for let them switch to this program. So I just want for make it clear. And the letter, the letter will send to you. We make a known to you, say around the world people in the catch VOS. So Salone and non-Sierra Leoneans, them they hear you all over the world. So I want for make you know that as well as a disclaimer.
Yeah.
So unfortunately you meet we in the middle of a discussion. So now that's make, but what thing I go do though, I go make give the respect and honor let Auntie Kadi, because Auntie Kadi know you a lot better than me. So let Auntie Kadi do the honor on behalf of VOS. Auntie Kadi, they are present with distinguished honorable to the VOS family, please.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, we welcome you so much this we show. I can't wait for let me hear you with you get for free, because we see you like somebody we're very objective, and that's what we expect all we parliamentarians therefore be objective. Even though you belong to a political party, but we don't want you to be partisan here. We just want you for appearing at this program as a Sierra Leonean, because you dey talk to all Sierra Leonean. So me fumble them. Honorable Mohamed Bangura, na big name na Salone, na household name na Salone. Una all know him. You get me? So una let we welcome Honorable Mohamed Bangura to VOS for the very first time, and we know say it will always come back na ya anytime we ask them. So we welcome you, Honorable. We hope say You go inform we, you give it everything what we don't know, let we try for know within the happen na Salone. And with viewers themselves, go one year from you because we don't hear a lot of things then. But when you get it from the horse's mouth, it's a lot. It says a lot. So we welcome you so much. We welcome you. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time. So you're
Thank
here
you.
with us now.
Thank you.
Yes.
All
Over
right.
to
Well,
you, Mr.
yes. Thank you very much, Honorable. And again, for let people able to understand a lot more about you, particularly me. I don't know too much about you at all. So we want to give 5 minutes. Let you tell Sierra Leoneans them, and not just your political history though. Therefore, relate with we. Let we see the human side of you. Tell we things then we you feel say we know one day yeah, but now public about you. And even if it can be embarrassing situation, safely we make the situation a little bit lighter. So tell people, I'll go give 5 minutes. Tell people them who that, let we pull the honorable. Who that's now Mohamed Bangura. And what you go want after the show, people they mostly remember you for. 5 minutes, please.
First of all, Pabule, una good evening. Me name Mohamed Bangura. I'm married. My wife name Fatima Bangura, and I get 5 picking them. I have 2 boys and 3 girls. I come up from Sanda, Medina. They are born. Upline boy, I come Freetown. I go school. From there, I go Canada. I go school. From there, I return back to Salone 2016 and join politics with my first political party, we in a PMDC 2007 election. And 2007 elections, I joined PMDC. And the PMDC were joined in less than a month. They run for the position of National Publicity Secretary of PMDC. I win as PRO for the party. From there, after 2 years, we get a convention. And they are run for national chairman of the party. I win. 2011, we get so many problems at PMDC. Now they are call it a quit. I left PMDC 2011. I joined a 4 million party with a UDM, United Democratic Movement Party. I become a presidential candidate. I contest the elections as a flag bearer of the UDM then. Few weeks to elections, I stepped down for Ernest Bai Kuruma of the All People's Congress. From there, I was stepped down. First of all, where I began at UDM, I was the chairman of all the political parties then at Salone. You name it, SLPP, PMDC, APC, everybody. Now, I be the chairman for them. And also, me I be national coordinator for attitudinal and behavioral change, where President Kuruma be set up in the State House. Fast forward, former Minister of Information and Communication, I therefore step down or I resign after we are sick. We get so many difficulties. We are sick. I know before like one for a say or one for no say. The time we get that more slide, the house be affected. Was a brand new house. Now be affected. 4 people and they lost their life there. Me self I get for sick. Me right hand side, as they call it, and see a partial stroke, but some people and say, oh, this na black magic or so on and so forth. From there, I go India. I come. I tell President Kuruma, say, sir, I'm not going to serve again as a government minister because by then I'll be sick. From there, I do a cabinet reshuffle, and I was sent to State House as presidential advisor. Now they are the now I say I want run a parliament. Currently, I'm a sitting member of parliament for the second term, an active leader of the opposition in parliament. That is all about Mohamed Bangura.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Honorable Mohamed Bangura. Now, once I weigh Arokage, you say you be chairman for all the political party them under house umbrella
Yes.
with that under house umbrella with that will happen. Make people
Under
understand.
UDM, we'll call it APA,
So
All Political Party Association.
okay, okay, because I will just want to ask. Then acronyms, then they can confuse people them. So let me just say within their acronyms, then they and let people then go fully understand.
Yes.
So you say you study in Canada. You're not a Canadian citizen?
No, I'm a Sierra Leonean.
Okay. All right. The
I'm a
reason
Canadian resident.
okay. The reason we make ask so I'll be just and I'm glad because let people that don't misunderstand say okay you're not a Canadian citizen and then begin ask question about the two sim. So you know to sim. All right.
No, me not to sim at all.
So meaning you qualify for the MP.
Of course.
Okay.
I go through the vetting procedure.
Okay.
2018.
Okay. So again, thank you very much. And now let we sit down for the interview proper. And Auntie Kadi, you can jump in anytime because this we want to make them as professional as possible. Where this thing happened in terms of the election. So the APC folks then say then they take part. Now parliament and not just parliament, all government activities then they take part. So waiting now some of the effort them where you do for change that particular stance day, take to that point where you decide say well on not listen to me they go in a different way. Try for walk people and through and let we try small for going inside you aid and try for understand waiting you be the try for say to them or how you come about the decision say you go I'm not gonna call them break from your party but you go the other way. Make people understand that exactly waiting lead to the decision.
Thank you very much. When the party come out with the press release, first of all, we are not consulted. Well, I say me, I not talk about the other people. Nobody consult me. Then come out with the press release with the 6 points we then put out the press release, name some of them and say that they boycott from all governance issues. Then say they're gonna cut. They say certain heads of parastatals and the police IG and so on and so forth, then for resign. When we get this press release, I look at the press release, I read them, I make some calls within the party top leader. Try to ask them and say, how come when I come out to this press release, would I consult? Nobody not able to answer me. The people who I talk to, they're not able to answer me. So a few days later, I then call a meeting. Then puts a notice that they want to see all the MPs there, all the councillors and the mayors in the party office. So go there. When we go to the party office, we hope with a cross section of the MPs there, that then we go ask some of the questions they want to ask. So when we go, the chairman of the meeting, Minkailu Mansari, who happens to be the chairman of the party, now in charge of the meeting. President at the meeting was CDI Tunis, the Secretary General of the party. Now they no be there at the meeting. Dr. Sabura Kamara no be there at the meeting. Fode and Sayen no be there at the meeting. And so forth and so on. So the chairman opened the meeting by making these points very clear and say, he call we to a meeting, but can't tell we about the party in position. And that this party position, it is not debatable at all. In the sense, he say nobody no go debate the party in position, what the party don't talk is final. Say Moku no go na parliament, the party don't get for go na court, the election is not fair, and so on and so forth. And that's if anybody attempts for go na court and for go na parliament, then at the party executive, they go make sure say they expel that member from the party. And when they expel you from the party, they go apply 77K section of the Constitution, we say any person within a parliament, when a party it represents, the party can write a letter to the Speaker of the House, say, so person, they represent we anymore. Now he talk again. He say, if anybody go na parliament, the person they dig himself a graveyard. He talk for over 1 hour, 1 hour 20 minutes. Now in a monologue, that meeting. You don't allow anybody to ask question. Now in talk, we don't talk. I did the meeting done. Now they me take me bag. I left. I say, them man they also call you to a meeting. We, the members of parliament, say we are major stakeholders in the party. We they contribute 1,500,000 per person to the party every month. If you wanna make a decision, we get for affects we the members of parliament say it is just right for make we all sit down and decide for which institutional decision. But when I not do them, when I call you to a meeting. When I stay, nobody know for ask question, nobody know for talk about that. When I go further for threatening we, for pulling at the party, for pulling at parliament, I say not a problem.
Okay.
That's so, me back later. Say I go to party office, I go sign a consent form. The consent form say we, the underline mentioned MPs, they will not go to parliament. Now I tell the one who call me. I tell and say, number one, I want to go to party office again. Number two, I know they sign that document today. I say, I don't know what they sign. I only read on a paper and I need for ask them certain questions. Now I refuse to sign the documents. From there, they take and put it on social media. From there, people begin call and curse and this and that and say all kind of things. But the Constitution of Sierra Leone, it tells we say, every individual, after you've been voted for as a member of parliament elect, you subscribe to the oath of office before ever you become a full-fledged member of parliament. Now I say, me they go parliament. Since the party, number one, nobody will explain to me. And number two, the party constitution, the national constitution, it gives you the right as a member of parliament for go take the oath of office as they go to parliament. So to crown it all, that day I go to parliament in fulfillment of my constitutional rights. The constitution of this country, it big pass APC, it big pass SLPP, it big pass me, it big pass we all. And as a lawmaker, I ought to know that. Now I make a go to parliament.
Okay, well, we get Bokutin and for unpack from which you don't say so. But I want to take small, because let people able to understand exactly what you say. And I'm so glad though and impressed by you clean Creole. I know you be big English. So thank you for that, because we want for let people understand what you they say. That average person in our village, let he understand what you they say. So thank you for that. So before Auntie Kadi you jump in, I just want for let you clear this point. So the APC executive, from how I understand the way you say them, then them put the press release out to the public. We mean say people that were not to APC members, the APC members, then self una know but this stand the same time as the public. Then they correct?
Of course, we know about this stand when APC don't take that decision, then send on a public na social media.
Yes. So after
It was
we
in the local
out
newspapers.
yes, after we then put
After
out
that,
the press release.
Now they call we to a meeting.
Okay. So meaning that they don't take their stand, they not
Of
allow
course.
una for be part of the decision making.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when una go na the meeting, they make am clear. Say now
Yes.
more or less for inform una, not to
Informally
for consult una.
No,
Okay.
you're right.
Okay. So I just want for put and let people understand very clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Auntie Kadi, I will make you jump in because I want for begin peel like make the slices of this whole situation, because this situation, if we not handle them well, it will bring Salone way bien. It will probably undo plenty of the thing that we don't see since Kaba take over. Because if the place not peaceful, if Parliament no sort of do the thing with them for do, then they go take away some confidence from the people that will they aspire for go invest in that country. But we will come to that. But Auntie Kadi, I will sort of make you take over and go ahead with the questions, because for me, the honorable is say Boku things them way I want follow we unpack. Okay, and I want to dominate this interview. So you can go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kago. And Honorable Mohamed Bangura, thank you for we don't come
Yes.
and giving the information them who will not be known. You get me? You see, so pardon? Okay, sorry. All information that we sorry?
No, I think we did get feedback from honorable in line. I don't know if it's somebody did talk now the background, but go ahead, please.
So,
Let's look at the background.
so
Yes. So Auntie Kadi, just disregard that, because we know say, this one of the challenges where we're not able to
yeah.
live with sit together. We're not in our studio. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Well, so from waiting me saying so, Mr. Bangura don't tell me. And nothing to say because the question will you ask. Mr. For me ask that question there. You see, boss, let me just go. I don't know if I for analyze what Mr. Bangura say now. Analyze because I know really get as much question only for ask now because it's so clear with it don't tell me. Other than now, we analyze what we think out of what Mr. Bangura said we. Get me?
Okay.
Are you expecting that? So now, Mr. Bangura talk say,
Yes.
is the Apc-Mp winner, Mr. Minkailu Mansari. Yes, he called them to a meeting. In fact, he not just called them to a meeting first. They make a decision. Correct me if I'm wrong. You understand? They make a decision. Say, no MP, councillors, mayors for going to parliament. Now that's enough. They make that decision there, then they go to the press and publish them. So you they say now after when they publish them, now it come to your attention for say they take that decision there. Not so not so it be or not so it be, Mr. Bangura.
Exactly.
Now that you say, eh? Yes. It was
Yes.
now after that now when you hear now you make a few calls for know what is
Yes.
happening. Okay, so nobody now seen for they tell you what is happening. Then soon after that, they call a meeting for una all. Then you go
Yes.
to the meeting. Then you go to the meeting. they don't allow anybody for talk. The party chairman just
Correct.
go enforce the authority, you understand,
Correct.
and tell us this are the decision and only listen to nobody. You understand that the party don't say anybody. We say if they go against that, then go use them power for pull the person come on a parliament. Is that correct? And if
Correct.
anybody want for go, not exactly in my words, but if anybody want go to engrave something like that, so more or less they can do that post the anything
Dig
can
it
die
in the
say.
graveyard.
Yes,
Yes.
okay, right. So that is what he may say. For me, you understand, the as me myself, I can always say I'm not there now as APC representative. No, I'm not a speak of that capacity there. I dey speak now as a Sierra Leonean. You get me? Eh? A Sierra Leonean just happen to belong to the same party where you self dey. It sounds like, you understand, Mikhail Mansari was a
Yes.
dictator. To me, from what you say, you see, so I have to choose my words carefully here. I just dey go by what you tell me. If what you tell me correct, then Mikhail Mansari come as a dictator. And this time, not to communist country with it, for where they for go begin to dictate to people then. You get me? And as I understand you say, una they pay over 1 million every month. Not so
Oh yes.
contribution.
Yes.
We dey pay 1 million every month contribution. So like me, they always I
Yes.
know they put me money
Million
na
and
any
five.
side way.
Yes.
And they put me money na any
Yes.
side way and not able to talk. You see? So if
Yes.
una they put my money there, and you as an MP, you not a lower man safe. You don't get top
No.
position at it. So you're a senior member of APC. If you as a senior
Correct.
member talk, you're not able to talk, then this tantamount to degree of bullying. You understand it?
Yes.
This is not bullying, you get me? So, and that's push you now for say, well, I dey go. Because since una call me for meeting, una not make a talk, una not tell me nothing other than for go
Yes.
say, una dey go na anybody go there, una go do this, una go do that, una go do that. You see? So to me, I will categorically say that was an unfortunate statement, an unfortunate behavior by Mikhail Mansari. You get me? So if that
Yes.
make you go parliament and you talk one word we agree with you, say the 1991 constitution, a big pass we all. A big pass
Mm-hmm.
political parties the constitution. A big pass you,
Yes.
me, or anyone. You get me? And at that one day now with the respect. Waiting down they say nobody not get right for go against what he say. And if you are doing a service, then they appoint you, then choose you, then vote you for let you go represent we in a parliament, for let you go serve we, and then someone where the breach waiting the 1991 constitution say, you get me, for let you do, then you say no, you do one. You see, I am 100% as 100% support you. Yes,
Thank
you know,
you.
say me always talk, you get me. I always talk this time, I dey talk this time as myself when a party member, honorary foundation member. I dey talk her now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I would have done myself we do the same thing. If you not come in, because nobody know they bully me. Because this not bullying, you understand? You get me? So you good where
Yes.
you can where you explain to- because we not be know all that. Some of we just members say no
Mm.
more. You just go against waiting the party, so you just want to be a rebel, you just don't want to listen to anything. You get me?
No.
You see, me for
No.
one, I be always believe say people they for go na parliament because una go there for go serve we. But people they not go come because they not begin dictate so. This is where we get all the problems in Salone. Because if they not begin dictate so, we not go na party na power yet. You see, then would they blame Madabio? It is likely that we own party self will win election will be worse than Madabio. Because if something like this
All right.
is
Yeah, Auntie Kadi, last step in a little bit now. Yeah, I know say on our tuna APC people them, but this interview I want to let it be about the country. I really want to let it be
yeah.
about the country, please. So
Okay, the country. So,
again,
okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about
yes,
that. Okay, me listeners then. The listeners I got carried away. Let I they withdraw that statement where I made. say, me set as a particular. This about the country now. You see, when they talk about the country, you get me? Mohamed Bangura, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, did the right thing. You understand? And me as a Sierra Leonean, as supported Mohamed Bangura say, because we sell and they for let go work for you. If they're not able, yeah, a good valid reason for me.
Hold on a minute. Ma give the information there so people many understand. I want to take you far back. When the party and the SLPP be one bring the census, say then go introduce the census back, then count with the people. Now in they say the APC say no, we'll not forget census again. Then say more facts in the parliament. Now facts in the parliament will try to stop the census. It no work. Now we can a party office back. We all. Now in the party say, then take the decision, say, well, if in then go ahead with the census, we could for call with people and make them not register at all. By then, I was a lone voice. Now they grab back. Now I tell I say no. I say I'm not going to the census. I say more go register. I say census, election starts from census. I say more go register. Now I begin to all kind of talk. Oh, you not sell game. Oh, you not snitch. Oh, you not this. We not the register. We not agree register. Oh, not register. Today, the census reports come out. Then say, can I get people in pass Freetown? Yes, because the can I people in register. Freetown will not agree register at all. The North will not agree register at all because we list in the party. That is how when the party executive make a decision where they affect the party, we not for they go along with them. This decision when they make so, say maybe the Apc-Mp and not go to parliament, it will affect the party, they kill the party, how they kill the party. Each one of we will get people there. Like me on constituency, I've got 67,000 people already registered at my constituency. Half of them people in there that directly they look up to me. Quarter of them people in there that they bring problem to me. They bring school fee problem for them picking. They bring a lot of social problems to me. Why? Because me are the honorable member. Now so do cut across the other colleagues them. Now, if I'm not get work where I go able to represent them, how I go able to take care of them people in there? That is just one. The second reason, take for the country. We run as members of parliament. We are not working for the executive. We are a complete distinct functions we get with the executive. We there for make laws. Na parliament. Now we not they get paid by President Bio. We are members of parliament. Not to we employ we, not to we hire we, not to we at all. You not get for sack we until the 5 years done. So we need for the parliament sit down and say, all right, may I give you example now. Say governments make a proposal and say they go ban all then journalists. They not go allow no social media or internet. Government make that law there. Now propose the law. That they send another parliament with a bill. We parliamentarians now they can look at now and say, yes, you're right. They for ban them. They for ban social media. Yes, they for ban all the journalists that cooperate. We they look at that law there and oppose that law there because it's not good for the country. Now he make good in a parliament. I say if we're not in a parliament for oppose that law there, definitely the law would snap.
Okay.
If it matter where they so now, it bring bill in a parliament. Like this last people there so. He appoint ministers them. We members of parliament will get appointment committee. Wherein each of them ministers and they present in CV. And each of them ministers they talk about on a radio and say, so possible, Mohamed Bangura they come for appointments. If anybody, members of the public, if anybody gets something about Mohamed Bangura, they are on a come for this week. When I furnish we, now during the interview, we pick them and they put them on them. Who put them on them will say, you enough for be minister. If we not there for screening people and they will left a number to SLPP, definitely they go. So many examples, my brother.
Okay.
Many.
And thank you so much for where you give people that insights there, for let them understand some of the issues them. Remember, I say the thing that we don't say, we get boku things them for take slice by slice. Now me approach that one day. So the first thing first, again, I don't there abroad for very long. And I get some training abroad. Okay. So let me use the abroad approach. On the record, you believe, say, the election we don't pass, so June 24th, 2023 election, the result we corner pool, the presidential and all the other results in parliamentary and local results, their results, then they credible. You believe, say, then credible?
But my brother, that's another issue.
No,
Me, they carry
let me just get your perspective. This one,
perspective
simple yes or no.
Me, they not Karene. Now, me perspective at the Giso. Me, they not Karene. Karene comprises of 5 constituencies. Now, all districts. Now, they will conduct elections. Now, they will supervise the elections. And they talk for Karene.
Okay.
SLPP, after all the RRF form, will check them. Then gets 9,000 votes in Karene district. Where they fall short for a member of parliament. But when NETCA announced the results, the total results, overall results, then gets 19,500. So now, as they say this now, who say SLPP pulled the 10,000 votes? For answer you directly,
yes,
I say in Karene, the election not credible at all.
Okay.
Now, if I take a nationally, we can atone, we'll give all the RRF form them, we'll give the party secretariats and say, executive, this are the result in Karene district. This results are not credible at all. Now, the party for sit down and collect the other results from the other districts. Up till now, as I talk to you, up till now, they're not able to come out with results from the other districts.
Okay.
So how we could talk about the election not credible as a lawmaker nationally?
Okay. That fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So we take and say, Karene, you from you understanding the results not Karene not credible. Now that you tell me, correct?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So the second approach now, where people now they understand the RRF form, make people understand how una they get the RRF form then they, where una they use, where particularly you use now for conclude say the result na Karene not credible. Make people understand waiting at this RRF form.
They want na ECSL, na ECSL self they give with them.
Okay.
These are the form where after the voting, counting, done, they enter for say APC gets 5 votes, SLPP gets 3 votes, and all the people who contest, they put their scores na them forms and they. After that, with party agent is signed, SLPP agent is signed, all other agents we did sign. Then ECSL sign. Then give it copy. Now the RRF form.
Thank
now
you.
Now that copy they who gets from there we know the results.
Okay, so now based on then copy then that copy we Karene get make you conclude say waiting then and then copy then they a different from
waiting they
announce. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So then copy then they now by district or by polling station?
By polling station.
Okay. So meaning that now a summary of the result by polling station, correct?
Yes, yes,
And ECSL give una the small results then they when are the disaggregated result.
yes.
So it means APC get all them forms then they na then disposal, correct?
No, APC gets all the forms them na Karene.
Okay, you only speak for Karene.
Yeah, for Karene.
Okay.
I'm not able to speak for the country because we give them the results and they are reform there. So
Yes.
we ask them, say, well, if I say the election not free and fair, we na sit down and give we the other RRF form. Nobody know able to do.
So when you say una, who do they refer to?
We mean the Karene district as a district.
Okay, so that
Exactly.
request the way you ask now through ECSL or now you party agents that you ask that question.
No, na the party we
Okay.
ask. So to ECSL,
Okay.
na the party.
Yes.
For say we don't count, we own RRF form.
Yes.
We get problem
Okay.
with the results.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He left now make Freetown urban come with their own.
Okay.
Freetown rural come with their own.
Okay.
Bo for come with their own. Potroko for come with their own.
Okay.
If we say the election not free and fair,
Okay.
all of that need for put together. We'll check the amount of RFF we get. They will check the amount of votes. We'll total them.
Okay.
But we're not able to do them
All
as
right.
a party.
So let me stick with Karine for a little bit, sir. So given that the RRF form now Karine don't show huge difference between
Yes.
what una get and what in ECSL announce. Okay.
Yes.
So why you not even, because you're so certain of this, why you not
Yes.
champion that situation? Say, you know what, me they go court instead of me they go parliament. Why you not champion
You
that?
cannot.
You
cannot, my brother.
how you
We
not
cannot.
go, how you
As
how
a
can
party-
why
as a
can't you?
As a party.
But
As
again,
a party, we all have to come
I
together
want draw you
and champion.
yes, sir. I want to draw your attention to the Public Elections Act. It
Yes.
says within, like the presidential, within 7 days. And again, then put say any individual will vote. I presume you vote, correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any individual will vote. It gets the right for contest the result
Yes.
through the court, correct?
Yes.
So you convince say Karine the results not credible. You not go speak
Oh, yes.
for other areas them.
No,
But
I will not.
Yes,
I will not, my brother.
At the cancer. So because you believe say the results na Karine not credible, instead of you say, okay, well, I go na parliament, when means say you accept the result. Instead of you go parliament, why you not gonna court and say, okay, you know what, APC no one go court, but me they go court because I get
I will
the
not.
evidence. Say
I will
the
not.
results
Make-
not credible,
make
so
I
they go court. Why you not go court
Make I
as the
tell you.
first step, sir?
I'm not going to go court.
So why you not
Because
going to go court?
we don't come with, listen.
Yes.
We don't come with all the evidence they need to the party.
Mhm.
They get it. With all we opinion, how we feel about the elections. Then don't check them. The party, then for don't check the other one them. If they still say these elections are not credible at that time, now the party steps up for don't go to court.
Okay.
Not to me as an
and again-
elected MP
Okay.
for going to court.
All right, Honorable, and thank you so much for where you come. Thank you. We really appreciate where you come.
Yes.
So for go court, you say you rely on the party for lead
Yes.
the way, correct?
Yes,
but
for
the
lead
pa-
the issue. After
Yes.
they don't get the other RRF from
I
the other areas.
understand. I understand that. Let me stick for a moment. Let me stick to Karine. So Karine, you're very certain. say Karene no the result
Positive,
ECSL
positive.
announced na Karene,
Yes,
you know, credible.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, but yet, for go parliament, you say you don't do the right thing in the interest of the people. Them, you go parliament, you disregard the party position.
Yes.
So why for we don't think the similar way? Say, you know what? Because the results where they announced were credible, and the next step for challenge is not court. The party said they go court, but me they go court because I convinced. Say the result where they call not credible based on the IR form.
My brother,
why you not take that step?
My brother, I cannot. The party gets what they call legal.
Mr. Kabo, let me come in, please.
Yes, come in.
No, not just reputation. No, Mr. Bangura, not just reputation. Because Mr. Kabo, you ask the same question in several other ways.
Madam Kadi, the same question.
No, I just know what they say is no, you ask the question. No, you don't ask the question. You don't answer.
The same question. You will not answer the question. I want to let you turn the cam, okay?
It's a go go there. It's a go there because the party get for decide.
All right. So the party. The second question that the party for decide where it come to going to court. Please allow me. Okay. Please allow me. Where it come for go court, the party rely on the party in decision. Okay. Now that's honorable. They say. But where it come to going to parliament, it say disregard the party position.
Well,
so here is by implication when you go parliament and you say the result not credible.
Yes,
it don't accept the result. Now make a go parliament. That's not the implication of it.
No,
so now that position I want to clarify. Okay.
Antikadi,
it
is not possible because we get a legal
please. Yeah. Very intelligent man. Very, very intelligent. And again, kudos for that. And waiting it do, I will come to you, waiting it do, every parliamentarian for do the same. I want to make them very clear for where it stand against the party. And now some of the things there maybe later I will talk about the erroneous way where they write with constitution. Because at that time, Momo be very selfish. If he want for put himself in power, probably till the end of his life. And at that kind impact there will they get so. But the fact of the matter is, now make us say, what did he say? Let me take a step by step. Let people understand. So you will get your turn, okay? Not to you, I ask the question. Now, honorable, I ask the question, please, with all respect. And honorable, capable to answer the question. So, honorable Mohamed Bangura, sir. So, just clarify that. What do you do? Now, something where I go really applaud you for that. And I don't talk repeatedly. Say, we for even allow independent them. If they not lack the party position, even when they go now parliament with the party symbol, they forget the right for crossover to any other party where they believe in, or even be independent. But with constitution, you talk about briefly. I will bring that part of the constitution. We're gonna ask you back, but just clarify this. Waiting now some of the things that we think about as advantages or in the interest of Sierra Leoneans, when you not go court, even when you don't establish, say, the results not credible, but you chose for go parliament. So clarify for me why that action day. Now that's how they ask.
Yes. Well, now they clarify so now.
Yes.
The party gets a legal team. The party gets a legal team. We don't give you now all the evidence. The party decides, say, we are not going to court with this matter. Instead, we for boycott parliament. And I told them, no, we cannot boycott parliament. If we have any issue, like, oh, don't bring this thing, so when I get other things back, other evidence from the other districts and the other region, we go to court. Let us go to court. We'll not get anything. Parliament, either we'll go parliament or not. We still go to court.
Well, the court date very specific. A very specific the period where you
for protest. You not get for talk say because this election not credible. So I know they're gonna parliament for that, and I make they're gonna court. No. So the law say go to court while you do your job. If we go to parliament, then we say the election not credible. That is the presidential.
Just a moment, sir. So based on what you just said, not only the presidential, you make it clear say Karene result given the RRF form not credible.
Yes.
So not just the presidential.
Oh yes, of course, you're right.
Fine.
But I talk say mainly. Mainly it affects the presidential. Mainly.
Okay.
Mainly. Because the 1 6 9 SLP get a Karene.
Okay.
Without results thing.
Okay. So and
when I say no, we cannot.
Okay. So
me tell and say no, let us go because we go then a parliament, we not in a court until court rule. If the court rule say the election fair, of course, you're not going to affect you in a parliament. If the court talk say the election not fair, then for rerun again, that's when they go back.
Wonderful and great point, my brother. Again, very smart man. So that point where you make that parliament, and I'm so glad the way we put them so, because you need for going to parliament. So in case the court rule against you, not going to lose your seat. Given that section we talk about, say you for day within 30 days. If you if you vacant within 30 days, you not go, they use the word or the phrase where they say without cause. And then again I will come to that. You lost your seat. Now the point where you make so now, so you for be still able go parliament and at the same time individual even go court. If you believe
no, election matters has a timeline.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It has a timeline. The petition has a timeline.
Yes.
By then the timeline no elapses.
So
7 days.
So the time when you decide for go parliament, right?
Yes, 7 days after announcement of the results.
Okay. Yes. So that's mean
Section 73 of the 1991 Constitution is very clear.
Yes. Absolutely. So that's by implication, say, and they come through, say you intention not to forgo court on an individual basis. Now, for depend on the party, forgo court, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So forgo parliament, you make decision individually, correct?
Of course, yes. Because
that's fine. I just want to establish that, sir. So again, you talk about the Constitution. Where the Constitution now in there for guide the country. It guide the country as to how the country for run. And by the way, personally, a terrible Constitution, I believe. Okay. So let me go back to this section. So this section where you quote, and for people of interest, this now section directly from the Constitution.
Yes.
And this now under section 77(1)(k). So what it say, I highlight them. So the reason it begin here, say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament and then give the criteria them where you go vacate your seat. So we then go to K. So K say, if he ceases to be a member of the political party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament, and he so informs the speaker, this is not a caveat, or the speaker is so informed by the leader of that political party. So what did they say now? It is say that what you say. If the party expel you, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, given this provision, you know go get you seat. You go cease for be a member of parliament, correct? Now the same way you interpret them. Unfortunately, we don't lose Mr. Bangura and Auntie Kadi.
No, me don't confuse myself now because I don't love the and I don't confuse.
I want to make it clear. VOS, we know they support any political party. It's very clear. And at the same time, Usai truthfully, we for talker. So if somebody come now, that thing where they afraid or questions they afraid for ask them as Salone, we they ask them now. Okay? So Miss Honorable make it clear. The side where he is very much convinced, when a Karene, I cannot talk about the side. It say, given the RRF forms, and the RRF forms then even ECSL sign on them, meaning that they're credible. Waiting then at the RRF form, not only ECSL announce. Any patriotic Sierra Leonean, if a first challenge the results, then we say they challenge them, not court. So then it's very clear. If the party they insist say, only they go court. Because now one of the things that when you say FBC, APC for don't go court. Mr. Mohamed Bangura, a very intelligent man. If he realize say, because he talk say, he say like APC go court. But I say no, not to the party position. For like is safe Salone. Because now the only peaceful and legal means that for challenge the question, the election results. And it don't get very clear evidence. Say your side not credible. It can even use that as evidence. Say me your side, I don't know for the country like I put them so. I don't know for the country, but me your side, the result where Karene or ECSL announced is not credible. So as a result, and a challenge
I'm sorry, I have to step in here. I'm sorry, you understand. We all know. No, I have to step in. You see, because the way it's like. No, listen, but you don't stop me from how long to the point that I even lost my zero. Wait a minute. Because you even jump to something else now, confuse me. First of all, Mr. Kabu, you always say we all want for challenge these results say it's not good. But the point in which they ask you question, you see, because it's one side where you don't argue over and over, will not see eye to eye. You get me? So wait a minute, please. Wait a minute. If you tell me say I give respect. No, you say let me give respect, and I gave you. You say I give respect, give you the respect. I kept quiet. You say no.
Wait, let me make something here. This for big conversation, okay? So you say point where we disagree. So clarify that.
No, wait. Listen.
The point
before I clarify, make me points where I want to make first. You understand it? Okay, make me points where I want to make. You understand it?
Yes.
The point where I want to make. It was so clear.
Yes.
Mohamed Bangura.
Yes.
Na Creole we all understand. We all hear. Mohamed Bangura come out. Listen.
Yes.
No, Mr. Kago, if you notice, I be want to talk about where you talk about what say respect, I give you respect, accept me more. You talk say now, not interfere. So let me, Mohamed now for
disrespect.
No, let me finish, please. Let me finish. You understand? No, that should have given me an opportunity for, let me say, put a question to Mohamed. You understand? So I don't know now.
But let us wait.
Is there any point for make Adena this show tonight? Is there any point? Because if I don't get for talk, then maybe there is no point for make Adena this show. Because
Yes.
you know they make the point. No. We have no. We have to. I have to make my point for the simple reason
Okay,
make
make it point.
listen. Now the simple reason how they make Mame go na court, Mame go na bank in a parliament. It's said because they're not allowing for talk. No, listen. Oh, now the same thing on here. If myself then I a program where I'm not able to say something, then that's what make I just log out. Then you just continue the program alone. Because point for the for just they don't they look you. Especially if I get me valid points for me. You get me? Eh? You say allow me for make a point. Allow me,
Yes.
allow me, please. Especially when you say you was a Kadi respect what so and agree with you. I respect you. You talk for long. I'm not saying that I'm not interfere. Say. So allow me now. Let me self talk. You understand?
All right.
Because
Okay,
if
go
you
ahead.
talk, that means say you don't respect me. You understand? Eh? Allow me make a talk down. Mohamed was so clear. It's so clear in what he say. When you ask a question, he say, I go only talk for Karene. Karene in your
Yeah.
place. You get it?
Yes.
And he talk
Yes.
He says so, then he gets 9,000. Then when the thing come back, it was 19,000. You get me? Okay, fine.
Yes.
Mohamed say, not also be, he don't go now, he don't tell the APC authorities and say, na so, you understand eh? Na so, this thing is so not correct. You understand eh? Then APC
Yes.
they all been get. Then you they say, no, the point where they come is for say, well, because if well you not say because if you go there, but you ask them, which means because if you say you not challenge them as an individual, you understand, he want the party for challenge, then if I be wait, in effect, that was what you are implying. If I wait for let the party tell and say, go na court, if I be listening to the party. I'm sorry, you not get right for listening to the party. Let me tell you now, let me finish, please. You understand? You see, let me finish.
Now, wait,
Mohammed,
you say me
no, let me
Wait.
finish. Let me finish, please. No, let me finish, Mr. Kabu. Let her
Okay,
finish.
finish.
You understand?
Yeah, finish.
Yes,
Finish.
you see. Yes, you see. So if he tell you that day, Mohamed don't talk, and Mohamed Bangura say, he go tell them. He said 30 days, then no, bring and come. He tell them, say, as a party, you don't go meet them. He tell them. He said, let me challenge me for me Karene. What about the other one there? He don't know about the other one there. He don't get a clue waiting like up in the other one there. But the mere fact that he don't highlight Karene to them. Therefore, put them on guard now for me for me check the other one and say. But as we speak and as he speak, nobody no do nothing, they not say nothing, they not pull no form, no nothing, as far as in party concerned. Then the next thing now, in party nobody tell her nothing, in party just can pull others say, nobody not for go na court. You understand, eh? Nobody not for go na court. You see? Yeah. So I'm not see Usai Mohamed wrong. He don't go, he do the right thing. He call them the attention. Then they refuse for check other one day. Mohamed alone cannot go and challenge now where all the results are not promoted. It cannot go because it therefore wait let the party check all the other one day. When they not check all the other one day, let me say now if all the one day them incorrect, nothing no wrong. Then in as an individual go now say I go challenge for Karene. You understand it? If all be correct, in one can go now. That time with the whole are responsible now say why you no go. You understand? But they not check all things. If possible, say all the other for being correct. Then on that basis, all correct, then he no go na court. Then we go blame them. You understand it? But they not be don't check it. You get me? You see, so that is why if APC then refuse for check, you get me? You cannot come and say Mohamed not for being go na because Mohamed go against Mohamed not go against the party. He not go against. He did everything where he for do as far as the law go. He do everything where he for do. If APC they not agree for check for pull in on say in alone. Then all of a sudden they cancel and say no go na parliament. They not give me no reason. Ask you say why. No nothing. You get me? Eh? You see. Then as far as thing concerned,
I can talk now. I can talk now. I can talk now.
Well, yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that part there, they cause issue between me and you two. You they focus on APC. Me they focus on the country. Now the difference
No.
that
I'm not focusing. No. It's not APC. No, it's not APC.
So,
This is at the top of the Sierra No, listen.
I want to ask you a question. I want to address you
Mr.
issue.
Kago. At the top Mr. Kago, na as a Sierra Leonean, not as an APC. Now, as a Sierra Leonean, I dey look at it, Mr. Kago. I dey look at it like how probably Mr. Shillong for me look at. You get me? And Mr. Shillong is not a politician. You get me? I dey talk as a Sierra Leonean. You get me? If Mohamed Karene say, if Mohamed Bangura don't highlight something, say, if first don't challenge them, say no to this. This not credible. You ask I answer him. He say I go only talk for me own, Karina. And he categorically make and clear say he not credible. You get me? Then he say he go to empathy. He highlights that. He tell them that he suggests they make them check all the other one day. You understand? You see? Then they not do them. If they may check all the other one day, you get me? Then everything correct. Then if Mohamed not be go challenge now, with the owner responsible say, you as an individual, you get the right to go challenge. But he cannot go and challenge where they not don't count all the other one they hit. They get to count all the other one and forth, not the party. So I dey call and say them party because I don't want to think that I dey talk as an APC. I'm speaking as a Sierra Leonean. You understand me? So therefore go there where they don't check and them as them party, and he even challenge them, he tell them. You understand it? They not do it. Then all of a sudden now, they can't say nobody not for going to parliament. Come on, you understand? I'm not think to say. I'm not think to say yet. I think I educated enough for make I know what thing they happen and make I know, especially a line way asabi. You get me? Me not to expert, you understand? But I think to say Mohamed not get anything wrong yet at all way he do. He not wrong at all. He do everything the right way. In party no agree. In party no agree. So then in party can tell and say don't go to parliament. And in supposed to go to parliament, he don't win. You understand? He go cancel down. No, he cannot. You see, if we don't do that. Now that Abi one come into, but it's like you were trying to put him on the box, on the spot in that sense, where he don't reply. No, he don't. But there is no
let me take calls. Let me take calls.
But there is no harm in putting him on the spot. No, listen, there is no harm in putting Mohamed on the spot. That is why we are here for put them on the spot, so that we will able to get information where they no want to. So you quite right. We quite right for put them on the spot. You get me? But in this case,
why you not allow me? Because why you allow me? You defend. I'm an intelligent man. Wait for the talk for himself.
No, I keep quiet. Let me take calls. You put them on the spot for too long. You repeat the whole thing, repetition. You understand? For too long, you went for too long. Like maybe talks are not talk for too long, but you went for so long. But I give you, let you down. But it's the same thing. You are wording it in different way. But it just sound like way. Then the court examine you in a court. The same lawyer, they ask you the same question. It twists some another way, but ask you. Well, yeah, because you won't forget the truth. You see, so there is no harm in that. You see, but
you just answer your question. And I will do this with you today. This platform, not about clear. This platform not about APC, not about SLPP at all, not about Sierra Leone. Allow me to finish this point. If any Sierra Leonean get evidence, concrete evidence, just one Sierra Leonean get concrete evidence, say one particular area there where the result where ECSL call, that result they are not credible. That Sierra Leonean they, according to the constitution, can go court with that evidence they. Like that Salone way. Now they look at things. Period. I'm not talking what APC not do. I'm not care about APC, okay? I'm not care about APC.
Way they do that, it's like you they make people that believe saying an APC and they talk for. I'm not talking about APC. And they talk as a Sierra Leonean. Listen, No, as a Sierra Leonean, Mr. Kago. Mohamed, but Mohamed, you see, they don't read them, you understand, eh? They still get, from the time when all the election results don't come, they can still go challenge them. 7 days, they had 7 days. When APC don't put everything together, they still get 7 days for letting them go challenge them. So it's not like Mohamed don't miss in 7 days. No, they still get 7 days if they don't put all, they don't tally all the results together. They can still go challenge within that 7 days again. You see, this is it. They can still go challenge within that 7 days. Because I just one side no more. You see.
Let me give.
Mohamed he win already. You understand?
Let me take calls them, and let me hear what the other people and they say. This na VOS network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say you call from, please.
Yes, hello. Anen Lamin, I call from US.
Thank you so much, Brother Lamin. Go ahead, please. Waiting on your contribution to the program tonight.
Yeah, I just did tell you thank you for host Mohamed Bangura. Yeah, at least especially I also want to tell one of the presenters, more especially Mr. Kagbo, at least, for bringing some sensitive questions then, to Mohamed. At least we able to see, you understand, whether the man is a real patriotic Sierra Leonean, we love Sierra Leone than in party. But as far as this we concerned, it just don't can show we see yes, the man waiting in the donor for his own self-interest, not for the people. Because we all know waiting don't go on. Another we country day before the June 24 elections. More especially during the campaign periods, we see even people and therefore left the various places them because of the party of their choice. We see people that we didn't kill. We see houses of APC supporters, even party offices them. We then burn down their houses them. So I believe we see the government not they take any responsibility, of all entire way don't happen. So I do maybe believe yes, for the sake of the people, and the country, I believe yes, I be the right practice way the party they do, for boycott.
Okay,
But
thank you
this
very much.
brother, this hello.
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, so it just show see the
Yeah.
guy greedy
No,
and
not on you
selfish. And
WhatsApp.
besides,
Not on you WhatsApp. Hold on WhatsApp, please.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. On the other line, please.
yeah, and then it just don't show see as the man not get interest for his country and just get interest for himself, for his own self interest. That's all he do. Because this question with Mr. Kagbo asking really, because if me no say yes, me no results them from your area, then get it, then faulty. At least I get it right. I get the right for go court. Simple. And you can challenge because ECSL is a national institution.
Yes.
This institution, then they conduct elections. You see, and the peace and the tranquility of that country, they rest on ECSL.
Yes.
You see, so for anything what they do, we go against the rules of the game. You understand? It not go tell well for the country. And we all don't see the stalemate right now where they go on. Let me tell you, let nobody not feel so waiting they happen so right now in Sierra Leone. You understand? Now a very good situation. No. You see? In fact, all this way some of these politicians they do now a papi show. Then papi show them just they do because them just no one come out and tell them people are waiting at the right thing. You see, until then sit down and do the right thing, before things then will begin move as usual.
Yeah,
you see, but it don't take for let them some of these politicians or they feel saying a young man there for do some wait for able to bring some change, but it's so rather unfortunate.
Yes,
we know they see the kind change. So I thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, my brother. We get plenty calls them. Let we get chance. Let we get a chance. Thank you so much for what you call. So we'll take the other call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call from WhatsApp. You can go ahead now, please.
Okay, this now Mustafa. They call from France.
Hello, brother Mustafa. Thank you for what you call. And waiting you take on the issue, please.
Well, first of all, I not be listening the interview because I just come in. The only thing I just get some few things that I want to talk about. Yeah. And the first thing is so unfortunate the way how na be the argue just now. Saying a responsible station this, and we know say every one of una we didn't have responsible people there. I believe say behind the scene una for try very hard. Leone know how they handle things because it not look professional actually I happen just now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope so now
we will definitely
put that into consideration because for all we self they get more energy for now they make with they feel relief now then say how would they able get things there which now own time they own at the bond for can make sure we get things them right.
Absolutely.
But one thing, the precedent all the sets now in country because we dey lay a very bad precedent for we picking them, we can picking them tomorrow. You see, not to say people are not know say something wrong with these elections, but deliberately, then they do things them like for say when people talk about the illegitimacy of the elections, like you are APC. Now this not the problem. We get for no say, no what you the way you comfortable today. Remember the time when you not go there in the comfortable position. Because if you know where you comfortable today, now you prep the bed for the time where you not go there in a very comfortable position. But all the precedents are they set is not good for we picking them tomorrow. Not for we. 95 of we were there 40 to 30 something. Last say 40. We deceived the country. Although we have not been meet the foundation for follow, but if we don't create one for this generation where they come, where them for be come up with. But it's so unfortunate. The country will call Salone. Will they lead the country for go down the drain? Will they push them for go now the worst? But we get for die tomorrow. This yeah not to eternity, not to out there for day forever. Everybody they die. And what you don't do now this world, they follow you now your grave. And you run away they left behind. Innocent people away they suffer by you bad acts them what you don't do. Then go follow you picking them. We no know nothing at all. And then they can suffer for the bad road where you prayed. We get for the thing Salone.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I have to go.
Time. So thank you very much for the call. Let me give other people a chance, and we get plenty caller on the line.
Yeah, and you know, yes. Other computer, that computer they just go off. I get for caller they can help me. You see, fix them.
Okay.
So not to say I not go off by myself. You see,
yeah, that's fine. We don't go way over the time. So what we go do, we go just clear the phone calls them, and then we conclude because we don't go way past the time. So let me take another call. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say the call phone, please.
Yes, thank you. My name is Justin Logonzo.
Thank you, Justin. So, go ahead.
So I'm very grateful to you and Kadi. I always admire when I have believe say reasonable minds go differ, agree and disagree with equal passion for a country. So I really respect you now and when they fight for good for Salone. Irrespective of when to get on our own ways, mindset, but not a bad mindset. Because they always follow that keenly. So in regards to Honorable Bangura, I don't believe say they be for able file a lawsuit on his own against ECSL. Normally, I believe say APC constitution require let go through them, but they better already make the decisions in legal court. And even John Fitzgerald Kamara, one of the legal advisors for APC, advised the party for legal court. And some people that berate the man because they advise for legal courts. And so there's no way Honorable Bangura for don't go court against the party in which it's right. So that not for make anything. And the other thing also, Honorable Bangura believes say for representing people them, it supersedes the party stands for go court against ECSL. Just like we point out for go parliament force, go represent in 67,000 people then, not the thing. Then the other thing also I believe is if APC party gets a command center where they tally all the votes during the election, just like how Mr. Kabudi doing for we here on VOS. If APC tally all the votes across the country, they bring them out here on social media or even to VOS. They show the whole world show, okay, Dr. Kamara win by this percentage against President Bio. Trust and believe. Corner for don't force corner in hand for count with the disaggregated voter forms them with the international community to ask her for produce. Okay. So APC for don't bring their numbers in, just like how Mr. Honorable Bangura point out in the first place. But they not get that, they go in this election unprepared. They not get command center. They not get we for tally the votes across all the countries. I know there's challenges in the southeast. I get that point. But even the western area, the northern province, and some parliament in the southeast, if we don't get the numbers in there, counter Karene. And don't get me wrong, I don't let Karene a very dishonest man. I've seen a threat to Israeli democracy. Just like I believe, say, Krishna Top. Now, be a bureaucrat, it destroys Israeli democracy. I not like them two people in this. They practice democracy, but we get institutions within the government where they act very undemocratic. So that's why I suggest earlier on, say, let VOS take the lead for the review, Justice Cowan Commission review with President Kurumabi sanction. You know, all the things in this. So, again, the last point, if Honorable Bangura can able to force Karene now, that kind of the parliamentary committee forgive accounts of that disaggregated voter forms that we don't refuse to give. It can become you once here. I support President Bio, but not support dishonesty. I always stop that. If the man win genuinely, then win genuinely. But let not win by crook. You know, so let Honorable Bangura using parliamentary powers we get. And now in a designated minority leader, it can force Karene in director of operations for camp the parliament answer the questions we me get, Antikadi get, Mr. Kago gets, and all reasonable minds they get. Just for the good of Australia. That's what I have to say. Thank you all.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for that contribution there. Let me take another call. VOS Network, caller, what's your name and who side you call from? WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Yes, Nami again from Leicester, Fudi Mustafa. Well, unfortunate say you and Antikadi get this kind of conversation. But Siam, it's difficult for Antikadi because you know, say Antikadi he belong to the party and he get problem with the executive. So any action where somebody take against the executive, he go support them with emotion. So it's difficult for him. Yeah. I don't feel say if I don't take part in this kind of conversation, particularly the way he gets for do against, you know, some things the way the executive. So it's difficult because you're losing cool. You just get for losing cool because you want, you know, tell all the question them. And particularly when you can intervene for maybe person no answer, you unfortunate this kind of things them. Because even earlier on, I just want to touch on what you say. If you don't talk about before, they talk about Mami course because now the same thing than this way the government use where Mami course no one did the manifesto. Why they bring up an election? No, I don't understand. And I know you go see say. They against because somebody then on social media where they record Mami course, they cause other people and so you go see who side in they come up from. So to me it's unfortunate to say this thing come and income take part. You know, now woman way I get respect for, but it's difficult for letting maintaining position where it can with the people the way where they talk against their executive way in look get problem with. Because you don't make them over and over, about the executive of the party. And now Mohamed Bangura, they told that line, they will support them wholeheartedly. So now make it come even straightforward for talks. Yes, he support what Mohamed Bangura they do. Because now you need to try for ask because the question what you ask is very important. Because Mohamed Bangura in the Gona parliament, but when they say Gona court, if you don't do that, force number one, because if you be a hero. It will be a hero because this thing you don't count an impasse. Look, all these threats when they go and make it because they feel say the people are not kind of parliament. So if you don't be a hero, if you don't take that either the two steps or you take that number one for going to court, later on he could prove them, say, I've been right, now me I go to court. So it's unfortunate, make the argument come this way, as we rely so much on Una for information, particularly you, because of the way they analyze always. This is the first time I see you lose like you cool because of, I mean, it's unfortunate you learn the fire, but it's difficult for Atikadi for handle this kind of thing. Now that I want to say, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
No, make
brother
a
Mustafa. Respond. Thank you. Yes, Auntie Kadi, yes, you can respond. Go ahead.
Yes, make a say this man. I'm not a talk na yaso because of APC. Anybody, if you say you don't follow me, you for no say me na person where they fight injustice. I always fight for injustice. I believe in justice. People they forget justice. So all me team up with a team up, not all because of APC. I not get no difficulties with APC executive at all. I not get difficulties with APC executive. Let me can clear to now to this group. I not get APC. First of all, me APC in a side way, I get plenty family them inside that place there. Make I tell this caller now. So I not get no reason. Now injustice. Now me always the fight for. And people they will know to politicians they say, we no me go tell you say, Kadi no go see any side when an injustice is set him out. I'm not set him out. You understand it? And when they say Mohamed, you don't answer the question. 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 He answered him back. So it's not like I was trying to prevent him from answering the question. You don't answer. You don't answer. You don't answer. Mr. Kagbo, ask him again in a different way. You see, he answer back. You see, sometimes like when Mr. Kagbo sit down, when Mr. Kagbo go play him, because Mr. sometimes can they VOS, I never see something themselves. Passive people then tell me. You see, but sometimes Mr. Kagbo get time for Lucam. He go no say, Mohamed, answer the questions then. So it's not a question. Yes, I don't say, I give me point. You understand it? I give me point. Not all because me na APC, I just believe in justice. Everybody forget justice. You see? Now that's I believe in. That was my line of work. You get me? I fight for justice for people them, and I continue for fight for justice for people them. So if you understand that they go no say I know they talk because I want for talk say because I did APC. Not at all. From the very first time I talk with Mr. Kabu, call me attention, say, Kadino APC, I say, oh, I'm sorry, yes, that's true, make a withdraw. I withdraw there, I go now as a Sierra Leonean. And as a Sierra Leonean, if me not be the APC, wait I talk so today, now so I for being talk. Nothing, no they change them. I want to understand that. Nothing. And one thing about me, especially side way I believe say, waiting at they say, it correct. Maybe so other man is not correct. You see, but not in all cases they get things right, but something in the way I can adamant span, you get me? Because I they see the side of injustice. Not whether Mohamed Bangura is right or not. Now the side of injustice I see when I have decide for correct. You understand? When Mr. Kago not deliberately come for say they can't do any injustice. No, Mr. Kago is one of the people that we believe in justice. I know that. Because even we two say sometimes they see how we can talk to me and everything. You listen as somebody where you don't listen to. Not somebody where you don't get no reason for disrespect. And not somebody who very calm. Not somebody who I can deal with Mr. Kagbo any day, no go annoy me at all. At all. Now just somehow we just get difference of opinion, that's all. And because I try for say there are not they say, I just sit on and they look, say Mr. Kagbo jump to something else. They are almost they forget what I say because not being get pen or they write. You see, pass my phone and where they hold me phone and I let people then feel to say I didn't where they call it I they use phone. You see, so now phone I been write one or two things and that's it. And okay, so I try for make I not forget. So that was it. But not because I hold nothing against the executive. The only thing where people then at APC go say because I not told the line. I not talk like how everybody wants me for talk because me and my own person just like when Mohamed Bangura take that stance and say I they go. You understand eh? You see, so anybody could have taken that stance. You see, but one thing is Sierra Leone politics. Say Mr. Kagbo can say APC, SFU, they're not good for that country. They agree with Mr. Kagbo 100%. The two parties they're not good for that country. They you get me? Eh? You see, because when you want can't talk through self. The one that then at the party say you get problem with the executive. I don't get problem with the executive. I don't get problem with nobody. Na APC, no nothing at all. Now just injustice no more. Where I feel to say, if Mohamed talk for him party, then he don't go say under why the party no be there. Then they say for him, the election not be done it. So when the election not done, then all can come, then go that 7 days. The 7 days for be still on. You get me? And that's what the point I decide for say. But to come and hold Mohammed responsible, say, in alone for me do now that are not being agree. I say no. You understand it? Now that I be there against where I decide for Hammer, but I know they get chance. You get me? He alone could not have done it where they not count all the other side is. You understand it? You see? So now that's not be one say.
No, you just.
Thank you very much, Auntie Kadi. Again, I give chance for respond because we get only 6 minutes. I want to follow we end 6 p.m. Eastern Standard
Yes.
Time. It will be 1 p.m. Yes. Sorry, it will be 11 o'clock on our time. And then Salone will be 10 o'clock. So I want to follow we end this way. But we get plenty calls down the line. So if you don't mind, let we zoom through the calls them. And during we closing, I will make people understand waiting now the foundation for me questions. Okay? I know as I be making clear up front, I know be sabi Mr. Mohamed Bangura. He say he be studying in Canada and we don't take the Canada for very long time. But Canada big. You know, one day bomb because not one day attend Apc-Mp meeting. One day in my life. One day. So maybe sometime now then avenue then they will be able to meet up. But I know one day Sabia in person. So I know anything personally against him. And I continue for maintain say APC-SLPP, I don't care for them. I care for the fact, say, now we Salone brothers and sisters them and whatever the action, the policies where they make and stuff, it affect me, it affect you as a Leone, it affect we picking them yet unborn. And the I give example to Momo. Momo don't die and go. That selfish desire where it be get, where then craft the 1991 constitution. Now it still the linger so. Now it still they put Salone backward so. Where Tijan Kaba and all make them change the constitution through referendum. And as Koma come and go through Justice Cowan review and all that, nice reviews. And not do nothing because you know one lose the benefit where Momo originally don't give them. And Mother Bill, President Bill, is self na beneficiary of that bad off constitution day. So again, that thing where I put, where I want for ask Mr. Bangura, Honorable Bangura, la put on for on this screen where for remind una of some of the bad policies them, how the constitution terrible. We're person like Mohamed Bangura, we all for say kudos for where he stand against empathy. For people away there America, because I'm familiar a lot about America and Canada politics. I'm not too know deep about the British politics, but like you an example now America, the former vice president Dick Cheney in Peking, where now Liz Cheney, he stand against empathy because they want for cover Donald Trump. They be able to do that until in time done. Waiting and do, then strip them off positions them within waiting and call caucus for lack. But they not pull them. They're not able for pull them from in seat. But let us show now the terrible nature of the constitution where I go say liberal MP like Honorable Mohamed Bangura not going to thrive now we country given the terrible nature of a constitution. Let's show now one side where they use for open, I don't know if now open call now, but this particular clause now in former Anescoma use against Sam Sumana. And the Supreme Court ruled in favor because it didn't have the Constitution. Because the Constitution said before you be president or vice president, you for able fulfill all the obligation as a parliamentarian. And let us show now within the Constitution say this now section 77 1K. It say for like a member vacating seat, he ceases to be a member of the political party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament, and he so informed the speaker, or now this others are dangerous, or the speaker is so informed by the leader of that political party. Honorable Mohamed Bangura, you are aware of this clause? You know, la interpret and for now, what it mean? It means say, you go lost your seat if the party where you run under forget elected. If that party they don't need approval from the speaker, where some people and they say, oh, Abasbu do not agree, and not suppose not in business. All they need for do according to this clause, now for inform them and say, well, we don't expel this member. So this member not be with party again, and not then with party again. So if we lost in seat. The time when we be get constituencies, waiting that mean it means say then go for by election because that seat they don't vacant. But it go lost in seat. So now see how terrible it be that that's make I ask him. Say where the ancestors say that, then say then go invoke, then go bring this part of the constitution. And the party go get right. And I get problem with that. So now that kind thing they make I ask say, you as a member, so yes, for go court if una party constitution say the party position now una go take, but then this one where even they strongly against you, you say no, I they defy that, I they refuse that. You go parliament. So una see we make a concern say if APC then try for pursue this clause, and if the judiciary for whatever reason agree, where the same Supreme Court we don't use the same clause and interpret and say an escoma be get right, because the first thing we then do then strip the membership of the APC party, then strip them from some sumana. So it not be get any political party, and that party there it be used for like the elector. So now that way they interpret that part of the constitution. So where they use them, it automatically means say because they don't pull another party and it not belong to any registered party at that time, so it not fit for be vice president. And we buy enter. We say that's wrong, and Eskoroma is very undemocratic and all that. But guess what? The Supreme Court favor him. So you see how we go get constitutional crisis if people out there say, oh, Abbas Bundu not go agree. Not to Abbas Bundu a responsibility that. Not to not authorize for stop the party because the constitution not make it very clear. And then if the judiciary, when the Supreme Court want to interpret them differently, then we go get waiting I go call constitutional crisis. Because one Supreme Court, we don't interpret them in the favor of an escoma. So this time, if they interpret them differently, then we get a constitutional crisis. So now some of them things here are the time for put together and let people understand the position where we don't get. And before I go back to the calls that we say I go wait, let's just say this in passing.
I not see how ABC go able to pull Mohamed Bangura anyway. I not see how because the court therefore interpret. The court therefore interpret that clause there, and they interpret the clause based on where they happen on APC. If they are not doing anything, if they know they do legal things, then court go interpret them because that kind of clause and then away everything they do things everything the legal way and everything. You understand it? Then this go stand. But if they know they do things legally, they do things where they fit for do because of waiting and party say court go interpret them. They go interpret am, and when they interpret am, you see, then it change that clause dey based on the court interpretation. So I not see. So people they say they go pull am,
Anti,
not to the
anti,
easiest people when they say they can pull Mohamed Bangura. You get me? Everything. Yes.
anti-Kadi, from your
Yes.
understanding, I read
Uh-huh.
history, I read government, and not a lot. Supreme
Yes,
Court
I
need they
know.
use one they need to use one decision for one particular case and the same circumstance, then give ruling differently. No, na constitutional crisis. Now that make the people them can always use the word precedent, where history don't show say that this way Supreme Court rule. So it got difficult for like this Supreme Court rule otherwise. But that's not to I know
Yes.
how we go to not go too much into
No, but
that.
that day you
Okay.
yes. Otherwise, it's not easy for let them can pull because APC as a party, they don't pull themselves anyway. You get me? You see, so the
Anyway,
whole thing,
let me
no let
finish
her
the
be
call.
easy.
Let me finish the
Yeah.
calls. We just they show people them waiting the Constitution say, waiting the Supreme Court be done do before. So I don't know what thing they go do this time around. I just they say, if they do otherwise, it will be a constitutional crisis because they don't interpret the Constitution differently for the same thing. So then they will not know one that as Sierra Leonean. We want for let the Supreme Court be consistent. Let me finish the calls then. VOS Network. Hello caller. What are your name and who say they call from, please?
Hello?
Yes. What are your name and who say they call from?
Okay, so basically I'm calling as a Sierra Leonean right now.
All right.
I
Thank
guess
you.
a few questions then. The first thing I just theory is about, AP, the court might not interpret, presumably down the road, the removal of Mohamed Bangura as a member of parliament. They will interpret it differently because APC is doing something different right now. Me small law when me study, ever tell me that. It tell me say when there are cases of constitutions, when there are cases that get constitutional interpretation, the first thing as a lawyer what you they go look for precedent. Because that precedent then they helps you for make your case, for solidify your case, for put your package forward, for defend your client. I don't think the APC party, I'm not here to defend them. Everybody who knows me, who recognizes the voice would know that I vomit I vomit political parties. I vomit political institutions. But the APC as a party, I don't think for say they are that naive for even try for remove Mohamed Bangura right now. I'm pretty sure they would sort out their issues. And after they've sorted out their issues, then they will come deal with the little fly. Because for them right now, Mohamed Bangura is a little fly. They've got big fish in the pond to fish. They've got, why are they go deal with fly where I get barracuda for go fish? I won't do it. And I don't think they will be that reckless to even go there. But
caller, sorry for interrupt, but I know saying a figure of speech, but some people then go take differently for call we honorable saying a small fly. Please make people understand what you mean by small fly.
Meaning that I would not go for a little I will not go for a minute issue that is easily resolved within the Constitution when there are bigger constitutional matters or national matters to take care of.
Okay,
I would not.
Thank you for the clarification.
I will seek to address and redress the bigger national matters and then look at the little foxes. Right? That's what I will do. So if APC is to go after Mohamed Bangura right now, I think that is a waste of energy, waste of effort. But at the end of the day, APC is not my issue here. My issue here is, one, if APC chooses to do what they want to do, let them do what they want to do. For me, if I was running and, people have elected me, that's fight a belt under a political party, and I feel that my vote, the votes that I have garnered, that people, the confidence that people entrusted in me wasn't properly reflected, heck yes, I will seek redress through the courts, because the court, as a Sierra Leonean representing Sierra Leonean, the court gives me that right to do so. I will say, here are my evidence. Please interpret this evidence, if evidence is for me, or better yet, if you don't want to go through the court to justify what you are saying, make it public. The mayor did so. When they announced a result that was displeasing or did not represent the figure, she tabulated the figures. She showed what the RRF form showed, and she puts the figures and puts the percentage. That you don't always need to go to the courts or whatever to make your cases. If, for me, the thing about Mr. Mohamed Bangura, if he feels so convinced, is this the first time that his party executive has asked something of him and he has refused? If he has adhered in the past, then I see no justification why I should hail him as a hero today. Because if he has adhered to past dictates or commands of the executive, just because now he feels that he's been, hailed some form of a hero for what he is doing. I am sorry, people are selfish, and that's actually selfish.
Okay,
yes, in terms of representing the people, he is doing what he's supposed to do to represent the people. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the bigger picture. When the bigger picture is looked at, I am sorry, the man falls short. And by the way, I wish he had finished. I honestly wished he had finished his interview, because I really would have loved to say that in history, he was the worst communication minister ever heard.
Thank you very much. And let me take another call. God bless.
Yes, Matilda, we do try. Matilda, we do try to bring and come on board again.
VOS Network caller, what's your name and who say the call from, please?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and who say the call from?
My name is Mr. Karene again. Yeah. I'm no relationship with Mohamed Karene.
Okay, I just want to ask that.
Okay. Yeah.
But enough for matter if you get a relationship with them. Go ahead, please.
I'm not here to defend. There is always something that I always mention at this forum there. Any other forum. Where the topic will come, we'll say about the country, then we can deviate and forgo to this politicization of everything. And me, like I've been saying, I don't one day vote na Salone. I don't let Salone long time now the work can me go back there. And then, after where I don't left again, I don't kind of this country here, what he said. But at this time, this particular time here, we all know say something is not right in that country. Waiting at the way forward. I think say then kind of program then that for really emphasize on every time we can because all them people that wait and they wait to say this posse here, do this posse here, don't keep this posse here, this way. We all know the political situation from the time we need to go school and go in the 70s, 80s. I know. Maybe some of them people that wait and they call, they don't really know the history of our country. Nobody not sanctify for say, oh, this person here, they begin a power where they not kill or somebody not die. Then on top of it, we within at the diaspora, I will continue to say this. Now we the incite people then for let them go die for nothing. The policeman they not just grab, they go to Tumbo village and begin for kill people there, or then go to Waterloo and begin for kill people there, or then go August 10, this and that. No peaceful person now they go demonstrate, they go with cutlass, they go with a gun and wait to say it's a peaceful demonstration. The policemen, this country where are they? Not America, yeah. Where policemen stop you say where they drive. You not black person, you 2 hands like for they not the steering. You make mistake, you shake small step, you wait to say, then kill you, nothing they come out on inside. Because the weapon where they get, now they use security, then get powerful user. I know they encourage anybody for violence, whether you're not officer or you're not a citizen. And nobody, not for that, for anything. But we were there at the diaspora. Now we the instigate. Now we the same with brothers and with sisters for nothing. Like the first caller we been called today. Why you know the grab now? You go lead the demonstration where you say the people then for demonstrate. You attack the security people then again where they don't. We attacked Madabu in government August 10th because this thing have been there over the year. Everybody been seeing on social media. We been know say something just for happy. The people then sit down, they not do nothing. Then August 10th come, people then go die there for nothing. Now where this why they come again, the security people they don't step inside again. Then they warn people, then they put press release, then they malike it again. Which country we want now? What is they for do? They do something bad. They not do something bad. Every government way don't come in that country. Like I say, I don't let this for long. But every country, government way don't come in that country. People that don't die. Whether they kill them or they do some kind of cool something or something happen, people die. Why are they still insisting on this thing? Like, oh, Madabu government, it don't kill it. I know they support Madabu. In fact, the one thing where I really hate about the government and that lawlessness. Where I go to that country, that lawlessness.
Okay.
Can they ask Jama? I been say it
All right.
something but
all right. Unfortunately, brother, your time done. Let me tell for finish the calls they're waiting at the queue, please. Thank you very much. Let me take 2 more calls and then we'll go wrap up. Unfortunately, VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call from? Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call from, please. All right, well, we'll move on. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call from?
Mina Fakuli Kamara, I call from Minnesota, USA.
Thank you so much, brother Fakule. Thank you for your call. Waiting on you take on the program tonight, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Just turn the set, the TV they watch we from, reduce the volume, and then we go able to get them clear. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay, because I don't move away from the computer.
Okay, well now you hear you clearly. So go ahead.
Yeah, they hear you not clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Me on take on this Mr. Mohamed Bangura in interview. Mr. Kago, now the right question then we even they ask Mr. Bangura. Unfortunately, Anti-Kadi allow you for making ask him the right for making answer your questions. Okay, Mr. Bangura, if you say you get credible evidence, say in your own district, the result we then give it correct as a citizen and like anybody else being a right. For make you go to court, but it decide not for going to court. Okay, it listen to empathy, but empathy say it not go to court, and then the best answer for that question there was because empathy no agree go to court, in push them for let them go to court. Then for that reason they in decide say well no reason no they for make them no take them seat in parliament. Okay, so. Now that Mr. Bangura been for on answer, but unfortunately, Anti-Karene give chance and Mr. Bangura he left. Okay, and like what Mr. Kago say, every citizen get the right for going to court. Okay, but as how we do so right now, if anybody gets reason for say this election not fraud, okay, any citizen, whether you na parliamentarian, you na APC or SLPP or any party. If anybody get reason for proof for say this election correct, not credible, you get that evidence there, you get right for going to court. But if anybody not going to court, then there is pointless at this time for let anybody begin talk say the election not credible, because then are the right place for address this issue, but nobody not go. And so therefore for going to talk about that now, meaningless. Okay? So that's on one side. The other side is like watching Mr. Kago talk now precedent, the way they judge against Sam Sumana, then get the same, then the court being for on. If we don't watch the court, let's see how they judge this case again. Okay? But unfortunately, APC not agree go na court for let them put the court on the spot. So for say the court not credible, and then just sit down say, we never go na court because not credible. Then if I don't prove to we this time for say this court not credible. Okay? So Mr. Bangura don't go na parliament. He don't go take his seat. Yes, APC get reason for say, okay, because they not listen to them, they get right for pull-up. Okay? But unfortunately, the problem now is the APC then say they need to take part from the government because they're not, they're not the government, they're not a part of this government and everything. So if themselves, in order for them write to the speaker, then they write to the speaker, which means themselves don't approve for say the government is credible. So therefore, that's the reason why Mr. Bangura did not parliament. So I don't know how the Minforong get around this without writing to the speaker. So as you say, that's not the only thing we them in need for let them show say Mr. Bangura, and then they represent them party. But how they go do that, then go for right to the speaker, and if they write to the speaker, it means they don't, themselves don't agree for say the government, illegitimate. Thank you.
I like the crafty way you look at so. You see, we get brilliant. Thank you, my brother. We get brilliant Sierra Leoneans them, and you that way you craft them so. Say because of the not currently invoke that section 77 1K of the Constitution. So by implication, they self agree with the result. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
This is Lamina, they call from Tennessee.
Hello, Brother Lamin. Thank you so much for we call. Auntie Kadi, is it okay if we take maybe two last calls after this? Two more?
Go ahead. Go on.
Okay. Go ahead, my brother. But again, any other calls that we will have after this, I feel say we go get for end maybe Thursday or tomorrow program on I go call. I don't know what will be the issue. So caller, go ahead, please. Thank you for we call.
All right. It seems like waiting Auntie Kadi been say about Mohamed Bangura for say APC not going to remove an parliament. Yes, that is a little true to it because with constitution they can remove it, but with the blessing with the speaker, and then we will remove Mohamed Bangura.
I can pause you quick. The constitution not say the speaker get for approve. Now inform then get for inform. So meaning the speaker not get no bearing. It just start like when you say in our school.
If you agree to it.
No, it not need
if you not agree, you not go table.
No, it not need for agree,
for eviction from the parliament.
No, it not need for agree. I just want to make that clear. Now that way they understand the English.
Yeah, because the same thing happened to Benedict Lai, where SLPP go for him when they young, but it was protected by the Speaker of the House with that clause we did it.
Okay, so just I will pause your time. You see, we make we they get issue with we court. The speaker in role not to for even interpret the Constitution. The only institution where constitutionally responsible for interpret the Constitution that the Supreme Court. So now that make you they send message to the speaker from the leader of the party. Say this now for inform you say we don't expel this member. So that member effective whatever date them put, it don't cease for represent APC, for example. So now inform them or they inform the speaker from the way how I understand them. So now if the speaker for whatever reason is seeing differently, now they then get for go court. Then the court interpret them and that make us say then do that against Sam Sumana as a precedent. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now the same thing. The speaker has to agree for them to go to court. But if the speaker not agree, there is no room for them to go to court.
And anyway, go ahead. An officer for agree.
Yeah, not on the all. That side they agree. Enough for agree. Not the only thing that they again.
No, the speaker not for agree at all. And not necessarily need for agree for let you go court. Not a responsibility.
But why?
That.
Let me ask you then. Why the C4C gentleman that was also went in party kick him out, but the Speaker of the House not green taking case.
So then we go court. Then we go court. No. So therefore we don't bring the case.
Go court.
Well, fine. So now the problem that therefore bring the case to court and let the court rule on it. So it not necessarily means say we then not be able because maybe the speaker overstep in authority that be right. No, and not right at all. Yeah. The speaker self, yes, now lawyer, but not to in authority for interpret the Constitution. Now only the Supreme Court, any lawyer, now waiting they call legal opinion that they form, but not to responsibility for interpret the Constitution.
Yeah, but in this case, I don't think APC will go to court because they not recognize the parliament. So I don't know how they're going to go to court.
Well, they don't recognize the parliament, and also, in your opinion, they shoot themselves in the foot where they say the court's not credible. Thank you so much, my brother. So now there's particular tier where they argue now they put forward step by step, you know. So thank you, my brother, and let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, call up. What's your name and who say the call from, please?
Good afternoon, Mr. Cabo. I call from Washington.
Good afternoon, my brother. And what you take tonight, please?
Hey, I will try to talk to you today. Let me see how this will work out.
Yeah, work out for me.
Auntie Kade, it's good to see you again. The other night, they accused Mr. Cabo, say they don't kidnap you, they don't take you to Kabbalah court. But we're glad to see you again this evening. And I want to just emphasize, Auntie Kade, please ignore all the talk the way people throw at you. Some people not like for Jerry a different opinion, you know, and I don't understand. Even if they disagree with you, they don't need to say some of the stuff than what they say about you. But I am happy that you are strong. Take it, stand up. You know, it's good. It's good, really. You know, you got thick skin. Just not worry about them. Yeah, no worry about them on a boat, Mr. Cabo, because the other night also. Tons of people been accused you of different things. But una need for stand up. Now this we need now we land. To speak the truth as best as you can, based on your own view. You know, even if people disagree with you, that's fine. Just go continue to, as I say again, continue to be transparent, balanced, and truthful. Truth is, be as truthful as much as best as you know how, you know, because truth is also based on facts, right? As much facts as you know. But moving forward to that, the so-called honorable, I hate that word. Let me just say the parliamentarian member.
Very good.
The parliament. One of the problems that I get, even the courts don't have a right to remove a parliamentary member because that is going against a different branch. The only people that need to review Mr. Cabo out of that parliament now parliamentary members.
Now so it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it should only be about parliamentary members. The courts have no right to remove anyone in parliament. They don't have any constitutional right to do that. In fact, if that case they can at the court will throw it away and throw it back to parliament, to the political body, let them decide and fight there. Not so then you fight this.
Okay, my brother, la pause your time. Pause your time. The court, not so then they remove them. The court now then just they interpret the clause within a mean now the constitution. So now two different things that. So if the interpret say APC then get right for remove them, not to the court to remove them though. The court just interprets the law, and that's not a rule. So I just want to make that distinction there, because this is not constitutional issue.
Right, technically, you're absolutely correct about that. It is a constitutional thing.
Yes.
But me, for right now, with what's in the go on at this country, I have been prepared the court stay away from this kind of politics and throw it back to the political body. You know, the court needs to stay away from politics. This above politics. They need to bring credibility and trust to that institution. And one way you do that, now for stay as far as you can away from politics, from the political discourse day in and day out. Just stay away from it. So una fight it. Una decide and I don't care. Number one. Yeah. So Mr. Cabo, for the Constitution is all weird to me, because truly that honorable, so-called honorable, should have been directly elected, because if he was directly elected, all this nonsense not for happen in the first place.
You.
And not need for listen to any party for tell him inside the represent or inside not represent. He's a directly elected member. Now that part I got problem with the Constitution will give party then so much power,
yes,
which is a problem to the political discourse now we land.
Exactly.
And I hope Sierra Leone we will get rid of these two criminal entity where it get chain now with neck, where it choke we don't choke we for the last 60 years. What have they done? Now, this is not a question me like for us. We so-called people where to support this two-party system. What have they done for the last 60 years? If someone can answer that question.
All right. Now for Cotton Day, because you don't go way out of time, but you always can make a great point. And the Constitution a problem, not our country day. And thank you very, very much, my brother.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yes. So we go end on here. So Auntie Kadi, give you closing. And what do you want for the people and take from this show tonight as Sierra Leonean? So give you closing, and then me go come and do me on very short. Or you will go first, because sometimes if I talk, you go on for your bottle. So you go first, or you want to go first?
If Mr. go first, then you say go on for give you rebuttal.
I'm not going to rebuttal, but again, if you want to go first,
no, we also there, but you're not the senior, even though not two goals, they'll get you're not the senior, so but I give you get the last one. You get me? Because now you're not the senior to me. So you get the last one, you can wrap up. Yeah, okay. You can wrap up. I don't get much to say is other than I just want to repeat say whatever happened, what they talk today, I hope that people not go misconstrue that to be that to say we make palaver no. Because even we on television then I also say you see when two hosts they not agree. They can Allah because I remember that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that Oprah Winfrey interview where people them they talk now and they holla would have left set. Someone would have come up here as more and come more self walk out na the stage and go. All man they Allah so no to win no more. You get where so let people not feel to say now we no more don't start. I know it will happen. But what thing I want to say is the one that way they talk say we get this notion say and not allow Mr. Kabo for ask Mohamed, let Mohamed answer. Mr. Kabo ask Mohamed. At first night I want for talking Mohamed say Mr. Allow me make a talk, Mr. Kadidi, I will give me that respect. And then I kept quiet. Mr. Kabo asked Mohamed, so I don't know why people they say me not allow Mohamed for talk. Mr. Kabo asked Mohamed several times, he talk done. Mr. Kabo talk for longer. Just keep quiet and they listen. So why people that they can't say me not allow Mohamed at Mr. Kabo for us? He asked the questions there several times. So there, when I go watch this program back, this show back, then when I go see say, Mr. Kabo say no go agree with Suna for say me not allow him. When Mr. Kabo wants to do his thing, he do him, nobody know they stop him. You get me? Eh? You see, when he ready, he not continue and not set me more, he talk on. You see, so when I left anything, not nice, he gets me. Anyhow, now that's not what I want to say. I'm not stop him, Mohamed answer in questions and everything, then me come in, everything I want to say after a long pause. And me not even talk as long as how Mr. Sky will success anyway. But then the other thing I want to say now is, you see, this question of I want long ago say APC, not the, I dey talk as a Sierra Union, you understand? I don't see how they go pull Mohamed Kagbo. Because if they get them party, then political, then get their own political. Mr. Kagbo, I don't saw you the Mr. Kagbo. Mohamed Bangura, sorry. Mohamed Bangura, because they get their own constitution as well. They go there for a long haul, a big fight. You understand? If APC they want pull them, Mohamed go challenge them in a court. You see, because they go against what the constitution say. So they're not able to pull them. You see, now these people get for understand for. You see, they're not able to pull Mohamed because APC constitution no go allow them because based on the clauses of the constitution, you see, if they not do things fairly, how then they go pull them? You get me? So it go to court, take them to court. You see, and then they go here and there. You see, so now that's not what I want for tell people that I want, and I want Leone go back and no say, you get me? Not justice I believe in, I not believe in political party at all. Not justice I believe in, and I always a fight for justice. The poor people, then you get me? Not so for anybody or Mohamed Bangura as a person. You get me? No, not so for APC as a party or SLPP or Mother as a person or any other person as a person. No, you get me? You see? So I just want to go that's with that. I not get no problem with anybody. Na APC, you get me? I not get no problem with any other person like the ruling government, except that I go raise my head high and say I am consistent. The way how I done the conduct myself when they camper injustice, who they talk everything, are consistent. You see, nothing no they change me. You see, I always they follow the truth. But I believe saying that the truth, now I they follow. So I want Lord to know that I know they side nobody. You get me? Now waiting me conscience, now me conscience because I die. Nobody know they come in and me get for go answer how I live my life to God. You get me? So that me conscious, now I they follow. And another thing is I want to go knowing that, you get me? I know the Kanaya, I do something different where I they teach me picking them how them for be. You understand? So in a way, I they tell them one thing, I they do something different. No, you see. So I even owe that to me picking them as well. You understand? For say waiting, mommy they tell una, you understand, mommy self consistent in the truth. I just want to know that. Then me go say thank you. Now I go say who for me, now see another report again. It's like I go. You get me? Is this so? I tell you all plenty thank you. The one that we contribute, would I bash me or would I not bash me? That's just the game. When they then group there so that they show there, then they bash you. And they tell you the word they say, they get it. But Mr. Kabo don't they make us so strong now that Mr. Kabo don't almost they make me like a journalist with me not to one. You get me? You know, no, but it's true. With me not to one. Now make but I know the one that make me journalist because na in the journalist side, get me. That's all. Now try no more with it. Try as everybody say. You get me? So do ya una no look and see me and Mr. Kabo so no. Una kisoba word on me and Kabo me and Mr. Kabo. They can't you don't say we dey go with 1, 2 from 5, 10 minutes with the chat for so who don't know we tell ourselves goodbye. We laugh all we tell ourselves goodbye. You see, so that's just the way it is. Una thank you very, very much. And nothing to say need go there for last say goodbye again. Let's just say goodbye. Then Mr. Kabo Ingo just do in closing now. You get me? The Ingo close everything up and say bye-bye.
And Fambulem, I want to say plenty thank you to Auntie Kadi, and he handled that side very well. like few callers then say not professional. If una go back, una listen to the tape, we no insult each other. I no insult him, he say no insult me. It just say no more, wait till I finish. You don't talk too much. Then they na fair game. Passion can result in that. So let we not feel say, I not say the African culture, they not raise we for like we get meaningful argument, meaningful disagreement. They not raise we for that. Now it make some thinking day, even if you in a class where teacher mistake, they not raise we for correct teacher. And then they wrong. Then they make people the way they come now, that they accept for let them bully them, even na the workplace, because they not raise we for speak up. So for like we disagree, let me take say we see the same thing but a different way, and that's okay. And that's make a try for make a no say my own position where they try for take na not to APC position, not to SLPP position, na Salone position. So let I tell you now the reason why I try for insist on that court business. Where the court be pull a press release after where APC they don't pull them press release, and by them press release say they not go court because the court not credible and all that. The court safe then sort of rebuttal. The courts then come, then put their own press release and then make them so bayang that some of the numbers themselves with them put not be correct. I even point to that. But the point where they make now is during that press release, we understand say nobody not challenge the election, we go court. So because of that, make a sort of try for understand why a fine and brilliant gentleman, what I mean fine, now the other side of it say intelligent, not to in appearance, let una not sue me or somebody not sue me for harassment. Okay. So, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, and that's make I ask him initially, let it tell people them, till them way boku of we don't know about him. And it gets a very, very impressive resume. And again, kudos where he stand against the party position in the first place, where they put press release before then they inform them. And I ask that question there for verification. Let myself not misunderstand them. They not consult them according to them, then just inform them and say it's final now the party position. And we all know say that they're very undemocratic. But I go allow the APC folks then for deal with that. But the reason we make a try for push Honorable Mohamed Bangura, if it be don't go court, where he get a clear evidence there, I believe say now we maybe APC they regret that position for go court, therefore we don't piggyback on a lawsuit. Therefore we don't piggyback on a case. And also, if I be allow Salone for resolve this in a peaceful way. Antikadi don't talk rightfully so, and myself and Bokwoda people, Mr. Shilon, almost we all don't talk say the most peaceful and legal way where APC and any Sierra Leonean for that matter for be resolve this now for go to court first. Allow the court for interpret things. Allow the court for force Karene, because then get the authority for interpret that Elections Act. We say Karene after we don't make the announcement, if we publish the result. So therefore be interpret and say not a result where you go just feel say you go make up and publish. If we publish all the data where add up to this you final total. The courts now they no more get that authority there. We don't say President be yourself. The Constitution again that mandate today. But the court Yes, the Constitution give them the mandate for interpret that part there, where corner they use now, not for publish the disaggregated data. But because of the people like Honorable Mohamed Bangura, then get the evidence where in don't show it, say it not credible, the results not credible, but yet it not give the Sierra Leoneans the opportunity for lack we hear from the court. Me they make judgment. I just feel say personally, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, he missed that opportunity there. Like where APC be don't pull that press release, it be still get time. Where if I be don't say, you know what, me no go join una with this. I go court because me convinced say na the court na the only people in that way go able if at all self they cancel the result of the election and make another election. Now the court no more na Salone, the Supreme Court go able for do that. So but now for let you say no, the results them na me area not credible. But it go parliament, which are not begrudging for that. To me, we don't miss the opportunity for let ECSL do the right thing. Because the question now is, who da go push them? And by the way, behind the scene VOS, we do work with some folks them for let we use the Information Act of 2013 for let we force connect, let we go court and ask Karene for release that. But I don't know if Dande go all water because we no get evidence like way Honorable Bangura get evidence through. Now make I ask, let we not assume. I ask him, let he explain to people them waiting at that RRF form. And from the way he explained, even the ECSL representative in signature day na that form day, will make that form day, waiting day na that form day, we go assess them as credible. If they're able ascertain, say the person on behalf of ECSL will sign now indeed ECSL they represent. So me fumble them again, I want to make them clear. I don't care for APC. I don't care for SLPP. I dey repeat, say, we miss opportunity for disband them two political parties. Because it look like, say, the politicians and the rogue politicians them, they use them party because people them get the notion. Say, if I come on at this region, by default, mean at this party, and I make people and they say, I born APC, I born SLPP. That's not true. But the politicians, they don't able for brainwash Boku brothers and sisters, where they feel so. And as a result, regardless of the wrong things the way they go on, then go still support them party. And then they help the country. Now that's make people like me. I know say Boku people and go bash me or whatnot, that the right thing. I always they put Salone force. So I want end here and I want for tell Auntie Kadi, like I say no more, we go agree for disagree. But I don't get any grudge against her. And I must say, a very intelligent woman, and we all they try for encourage, we gal picking them, for let them stand up for waiting and believing. And I'm impressed by that. And I want to tell you, Boku thank you, Auntie Kadi. Let God bless you, you man, and the rest of the family. Let God bless Una where they watch we. Let God bless Una with Una family. Let God bless with politicians them in a way that Dengo gets the consciousness of saying, therefore puts the country first. We're not for proud of Salone, all them then at the bottom 10 in the wrong way. We're not for proud. We're not for proud say Salone is among the 10 poorest country. We're not for proud say Salone in terms of corruption, we're very high. We not for proud say Salone, we not get good institutions them, credible institutions them. Me and you are Sierra Leonean. We're not for proud of that at all. So in our little way, let we do we best for change that narrative day. And that I they do. And I make them a workplace. I always They proud where people they say, "Oh, are you from Africa?" And they say yes, and they go beyond from Sierra Leone. I'm proud of being a Sierra Leone. And not a shame at all. Where some people in my say some Sierra Leoneans them, they say they're not Jamaica and stuff. No. I'm very proud of being a Sierra Leonean. So, and that make, because I'm proud of being Sierra Leonean, because I believe saying that country they are believing that they are even go get mine for go invest all my retirement money because I believe in the country. I don't want to let any politician or anybody pull that country there for me. And waiting people like me go through during the rebel war where I lost me daddy and till now they feel and for him. And they feel say most of the thing they were accomplished. So if I be excited for be part of it. And but what we lost with parents. Some people and they are alive, but yet they get cut foot, then get cut hand. We want to go back to that dark age there? No. So if we they see something where the Truth and Reconciliation Committee report say na then tia push Salone to that wall. Why we not for do it best for not go that route again? So our appeal to you and a SLPP member or supporter, to you and a APC member or supporter, to you the parliamentarian, to President Bill severally. I'd ask President Bill for put the country first. Because to me, given waiting corner they do, I know one day say, oh, President Bill no deserve for be president. I don't remember say I ever don't make that statement there. But waiting I don't say is in the interest of Salone, for let we not suffer, let President Bill crack his shoulder and in aid they right up and say me, a president of a democratic government. We rally behind them as the president of Sierra Leone. If forbidden publicly, if Kone not do them a different thing, but for them publicly make announcement and encourage Kone for release them data, because particularly where the international body ask for them and say if they not see them, waiting them get. We probably not the IRF form. It different, just like our Honorable Bangura, Mohamed Bangura say. Waiting then at the IRF form we get for Karene, it different from waiting the ECSL announce. So in a similar position, the international body they make. So why President Bill not urge for take away that stain on we country? And there I go tap. I want to tell una boku thank you, no swear them. Then we pray for them. Let them change and do the right thing. Above all, let God bless the country where we all love dearly. I need to question anybody in patriotism because I know say we all love Salone. Let God bless una. Let God bless the land that we love, Mama Salone. For me and for Mama Auntie Kadi, I want to say tata on a good night.